Simon Rumfo was the returning starter from a year ago. Play fake, rolling left and throwing. The ball is juggled and caught and down to the 30 to the 31-yard line with his first catch of the night. Corey Ty, Quay Moss will bring him down. Ty, an unexpected starter from Glen Ellen, Illinois, had 3 catches is all for 22 yards a year ago. It's a gain of 6 and it's second down and 4.
And they'll go right to the line. Nice little bootleg to get their quarterback Kaminsky going.
From the 31-yard line, Kaminsky brings a man in motion from the far side. And he hands the ball off, and a loss back to the 30. Austin Romaine swallowed that up, including the ball carrier Xavier Lay out of Troy, New York, and a transfer from Sacred Heart. He played in 31 games over 4 years at Sacred Heart University. It's a loss of a yard, and from the 30, it's third down and 5. 12:35 to go in the first and no score. K-State and UND.
After a good 6-yard gain, what do, White? You go put your star linebacker and tackle them for a loss to make it 3rd and 5.
You bet. Trips to the right in a bunch formation. Kaminsky will fire far side, caught and short of the first down at the 29-yard line. Wesley Fair making the tackle against B.J. Fleming. They're excited about this young man from Aledo, Texas, a transfer from Northern Arizona. So K-State forces a 3-and-out. That 3-and-out brought to you by Big Iron Auctions, where equipment moves fast, just like the Wildcat defense. Big Iron hosts weekly online auctions for ag equipment, construction, machinery, trucks, and more, all from trusted sellers across the country. When you want it gone, Big Iron gets it done at bigiron.com.
What a good job by Wesley Fair coming up and making a tackle short of the first down.
Silver nail to punt it. Good snap, and the kick is a good one. High spinning kick. Fair catch called for and taken at the 21-yard line by Sterling Lockett, and that will take us to a timeout. K-State and UND scoreless with 11:37 to go here in the first. Back in a moment on the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Groom.
Sam, 30 seconds on the clock. The Ford Summer Sales Event.
Great time to buy.
Correct. What do we have amazing deals on this summer?
Ford trucks and SUVs.
Is Ford America's all-time best-selling auto brand?
Let me think. Yeah, it is.
3 for 3.
What do I win?
You get to work at the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Amazing. I think I was going to do that anyway.
You betcha.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Hey Wildcat Nation, Coach Kleiman here. At Dillon's you'll find lower prices on over 1,000 items across their stores. You can save even more. Your dollar goes further every time you shop. Whether you're shopping in-store or online, their new lower prices are always a win. Dillon's, fresh for everyone, and proud partner of K-State Athletics.
Wildcat football lives here.
He's got it, first down, 50.
This is K-State Wildcat football from Learfield.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
No score, just underway. 11:37 to go in the first from Bill Snyder Family Stadium. After a 45-yard punt, the Cats will have it first and 10 at their own 21. Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic working with athletes on every level to help prevent injuries or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. The home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. K-State football also brought to you by Foley Rental, empowering progress in Kansas for 85 years. Visit FoleyEQ.com. Well, the Wildcats wearing white tonight. Trot back out there onto the field. Avery Johnson Starting quarterback for the Cats, and it's 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And Gus Hawkins gets into the game. He played one game against Cincinnati. We said he might be in the rotation. Second series of the game, he is in at right tackle for Terrence Enos.
He's in there for Enos, and from Mill Valley High School in Shawnee, Kansas. 1st down and 10. Johnson surveys, sends a man in motion out of the backfield, and that's Joe Jackson. He'll line up past the numbers on the right. We await the snap, and there it is. Avery throws to the far side, caught by Jace Brown. He's got it across the 25, steps out at the 27-yard line for 6. Johnny Wiltshire, the nickelback, a senior, makes the tackle. Nice gain on the play, and K-State again continues to use that passing game with Avery Johnson to Jace Brown. It's 2nd down and 4 after a gain of 6.
It looks smooth when he throws it to him, doesn't it?
Sure does. Ancio in motion, lines up as a wing on the right side, a wing each way, wide receiver to the right. K-State wants to throw it. Avery under some pressure and has his man and is caught, but rolled down for a loss at the 25-yard line is Jace Brown. Wiltshire again makes the tackle, and UND's been pretty good. Quarterback pressure coming from Vig there on the outside.
They are getting into the face of the quarterback right now, sending different guys, and Avery with no time threw the ball. K-State actually lost a yard.
Yep. From the 26-yard line, it's 3rd down and 5. The Wildcats working from the right hash, moving from left to right, from north to south. No score. 10:35 to go in the first. Avery Johnson, 3-step drop. Pretty good protection. Throws it near side. Ball caught, but short of the 1st down. And it's Jace Brown just over the 30-yard line. Malachi McNeil makes the tackle. And it will be 4th down for the Wildcats. And it looks like they may try to go for it here.
4th and about 2 feet rather than 3. 3 completions from Avery Johnson to Jace Brown. You could bet any amount of money that there's no way they're still short of a 1st down, but they are. Good tackling by North Dakota.
80-plus catches now in the career of Jace Brown. That gets him to 81, but about a yard needed here, and K-State has struggled early on with some 4th down opportunities. 4th and short, I should say. There's the snap. Here's the handoff. Joe Jack, he's got it. 35 to the 40 to the 44-yard line. They'll mark him down with a knee at the 43, but a good run there for Kansas State's Joe Jackson, the sophomore from Haines City, Florida.
Big hole right up the middle, just slightly over the left side, and he ran straight upfield. Don't waste any time. He ran with power. Joe Jackson's first run of the game is big. A 4th down conversion for K-State on a 12-yard run.
Growski made the stop. He is a grad senior for UND. K-State will send to the right side a wide receiver, and that is Adonis Moise, who we see him for the first time. Play fake, Avery to throw, far side, caught again. Jace Brown midfield and spun down at the 48-yard line. That's a nice play there. Grant Nolan makes the stop. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down. It's 2nd down and 1 as we hit the 9-minute mark of the first period. K-State nothing and North Dakota nothing.
You see Avery Johnson feeding the ball to his favorite receiver, Jace Brown. Multiple catches to start the game already. 4 catches, but only 18 yards.
Wide receiver, J.B. Bradley to the left, a wide receiver to the right. Devon Rice is the running back now for K-State, and off the line of scrimmage is Garrett Oakley on the right side. Here's a handoff, and it's close to the 1st down. Let's see about the mark. It appears maybe it's just short for Devon Rice, and the stop coming from Wiltshire and Tyler Henry. So here we go. 2nd and short, and now 3rd and short for K-State.
And nothing very easy with North Dakota's crisp tackling. Remember, this is their first game, and you always wonder how well will you tackle. They've done that well.
8 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the first. K-State needing a yard on 3rd down and short. Jerron Tibbs comes wide to the right. 2 receivers that way. Bradley flanked outside of him. And a running play here for Joe Jackson, and spinning. He'll get to the 48, but again looks short of the mark. He needs about a half yard, and Bengrowski makes another stop. That one's been kind of busy. 7:40 to go in the opening period, and it's 4th down for K-State and about a yard to go.
Showing great strength, not allowing K-State's back to fall forward. It was a no gain, and again, 4th and 2 feet.
Bradley comes to the right, tight end on the left and the right, and offset eye. Avery, play fake, rolling right, throwing the football, wide open down the sideline, 40. This is Swanson, 20, 15, down to the 10-yard line. Wow, is that excellent. Bennett Walker makes the stop, and a Wildcat tight end down the right boundary for big yardage and a 1st down.
K-State's best plays so far have been on 4th down, Wyatt. They ran the bootleg and slipped out Will Swanson, and he was down the sideline with his longest reception of his career.
What a play there. K-State will have it 1st and goal at the 10-yard line from the right hash. No score. We await the snap. There it is. Faking, throwing, just a little bit too high for the Wildcat tight end there. Zach Lewis in coverage as he works against Braden Lofton. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. That play just a moment ago on the pass play, 38 yards to Will Swanson.
It's a nerve-wracking thing to see that ball coming out when it's 4th down and you're out in the flat. But he pulled it in and then turned up the right sideline. K-State had an incompletion at the goal line on the next play.
6:40 to go in the first. 0-0 our score. Avery Johnson hands the ball off. This is Joe Jackson, and Joe will take it forward to just inside the 9, a gain of a little over a yard. Malachi McNeil is the tackler. So K-State looking at 3rd and goal. Right at about the 8-yard line is actually where they mark the football.
A lot of 3rd downs and 4th downs on this possession as they get ready to snap their 11th play of the drive.
Yeah, they've driven it 71 yards in just over 5 minutes, but it's 3rd and goal from the 8. Avery sends Tibbs in motion from right to left, so trips to the left side, tight end on the right.
Oh,
and now a stoppage play.
North Dakota had 2 defenders on one side where K-State had 3 wide receivers, and the coach saw it.
Out of the half, North Dakota.
So they will take a timeout. We may send it to break here, so stand by. We'll let you know in a second. 6:01 to go here in the first period. Kansas State and North Dakota scoreless at the moment. And we will take a timeout. Back in a moment on the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
This is Kansas Insurance Commissioner Vicki Schmidt. Success on game day starts with preparation and commitment. And when it comes to investing, you need to have a game plan too. In 2024 alone, consumers lost $5.7 billion to investment scams. That's a 24% increase in losses since 2023. The Kansas Department of Insurance is here to help with our website, smartinvestks.gov. Have a game plan before you invest. Educate yourself at smartinvestks.gov.
Hey college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Tiger, dragon, do you have what it takes to win? Be fierce like the tiger, strong like the dragon. Only the brave will survive.
Yeah, that's not how these games work. With Tiger and Dragon from the Kansas Lottery, you can win up to $125,000 or $100K in a second chance drawing.
You are weak.
Ouch. It's not a video game. It's better. Play Tiger and Dragon instant games from the Kansas Lottery.
Let's play.
Yeah, that works. See kslottery.com for details.
Whether you're cheering for the Wildcats or caring for your land, we know you're all in all season long. And Case IH compact and utility tractors are all in too. Mowing, digging, hauling, our equipment designed to meet the needs of America's farm fields makes caring for your home field easier. Your Case IH dealer can show you how our equipment can make this season a winning one. Case IH, built by farmers.
Welcome back to the Equity Bank broadcast booth. Wildcat football brought to you by Equity Bank, a bank born and based in Kansas with locations throughout the Sunflower State. Learn more at equitybank.com. Go Cats. Dillon's has you covered for your next game day feast. Fuel your Wildcat pride and shop all the affordable fresh foods you love. Dillon's a proud sponsor of K-State Athletics. Wildcats have it 3rd and goal at the 8-yard line. 0-0 our score. 6:01 to go in the first. And Avery Johnson will have a tight end on the right, Garrett Oakley, and trips to the left with Jace Brown closest to the line of scrimmage in the slot. Joe Jackson is the running back. Dylan Edwards unavailable here tonight. K-State with the football and trying to break a scoreless tie here. Avery Johnson looks to the sideline, has what he wants from the right hash. Four-step drop, rolls out of the pocket, and he breaks one tackle and then is swallowed up with a flag down, and now another one. He is pulled down at the 12-yard line. Zach Lewis. We may have a face mask here, and let's go downstairs courtesy of ODC.
They grabbed Avery Johnson by those long flowing blonde locks. They had a handful of hair, and it's the white hat, Tim Rich, that fires in the flag.
There is no foul on the play for a face mask.
And the fans were upset, but it's the right call because he grabbed him by the hair, not the face mask. So K-State's got a decision here on 4th, and it's going to be field goal attempt. That's from the oldie seat sidelines, Wyatt.
Malachi McNeil made the play.
It is legal to grab hair. I mean, they may say at some point that it gets too violent or whatever, but basically it is legal to grab someone's hair. It's not a face mask like Matt described.
So the Wildcats will try a 30-yard field goal try here. And this is Luis Rodriguez from Silmar, California. Played at the College of the Canyons. A little bit of a high snap, but the placement is good and the kick is good from 30. And the Wildcats have the game's first lead, 3-0, with 5:26 to go in the period. K-State football brought to you by the Kansas Lottery. More ways to play, more ways to win. Visit playonkansas.com. Let's play. That scoring drive delivered by BriggsAuto.com. Since 1979, Briggs Auto has been delivering winning deals and championship service. Buy, sell, or service, your hometown dealer, BriggsAuto.com. Well, here are the numbers for Kansas State, and it was a good drive. It goes 12 plays, covers 67 yards, 6 minutes and 11 seconds, and the 30-yard field goal makes it K-State on top, 3-0.
North Dakota made it hard on the Wildcats, converting in 4th down in their own territory to keep the drive alive, converting on another 4th down with a big 38-yard play, but they bowed up their back and K-State is forced to make a field goal. But a real confidence boost for Luis Rodriguez to go out there in game 2, and it really was a nice kick. It got up quickly over the line, no chance of being blocked, and right down the middle. And for the first time in 2025, K-State has a lead.
And there you have it. A couple of guys back deep for the visitors from Grand Forks. Here is the kick on the way. This one to the far side and no chance to return this one. It lands about 5 yards deep. So North Dakota will start 1st and 10 at its own 25-yard line, and trailing for the first time. It's 3-0 in favor of the Cats. Good drive. Again, 12 plays, 67 yards, 6 minutes and 11 seconds. K-State has outgained the visitors 76-9 so far. Number of plays, 14-3.
Well, K-State got down there and got a score in their second possession. That is nice to see, Wyatt, but if you're head coach Eric Schmidt, you're very happy. You didn't give up a touchdown. A lot of clock is run. Now they see if their North Dakota offense can get going and get a first down. They did it to a 9-yard level in the first drive. Can they get a first down here? He's hoping so.
Kaminsky played in just 3 games a year ago, but won the starting quarterback this year, and he will fire to the far side. Ball is caught and taken to the 30, to the 35, and down to about the 37-yard line. Gunnar Maldonado makes the stop. That is Hoskins with the catch.
Some new guys into the lineup already. Gabe Powers, you mentioned Gunnar Maldonado on the tackle, but North Dakota's first play was bootleg to the left to throw in the flat. First play of this drive, Wyatt, just the opposite side, bootleg to the right and throw in the flat.
So they have it 1st down and 10 at the 37-yard line. That one good for 12 yards to Hoskins.
K-State is subbing because North Dakota did, trying to run down the clock on them.
Chidi Obiizor now just to the sideline. 1st and 10, 3-0 Cats early on. There's the snap. Kaminsky winds up, fires far side, and that one is out of bounds. Good defense by the Wildcats corner, Zayshawn Rich, as he worked against B.J. Fleming.
Boy, did Zayshawn Rich play well against the Iowa State offense last week. We talked about the physicality he had to play with against the run game, sometimes matched up with tight ends, with wide receivers. He really grew up as a true sophomore last week.
Good pressure there from Travis Bates into the face of the quarterback, Kaminsky. Kaminsky rolls right, throws that way, and there's an open receiver down the sideline inside the Wildcat 40 all the way to the 36-yard line, and out of the backfield, that's Xavier Lay. Toby Osinsami finally runs him down. Big play for UND, and they've got it 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 36-yard line.
Well, that's a missed assignment. The running back, Xavier Lay, went to the right side, hardly down the line at all, Wyatt, and the ball was delivered to him, and no Wildcat was on him. The cornerback was way off. He just took off and started running down the right sideline, and good hustle by Toby Osinsami from behind tackled him, or he would have had even more.
27 yards on that play. Man in motion. They fake the inside handoff, and here's the pitch on the reverse to the far side. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and down to about the 2-yard line is Corey Ty. My goodness, he took it to the 1. Desmond Purnell makes the stop. That's a 35-yard gain, and it's 1st and goal for the Fighting Hawks.
All kinds of action going right and left, but the quarterback hung behind the line and then waited for his wide receiver, Corey Ty, to run from left to right, an arc behind him, flipped in the ball, a good block on the edge, and Wyatt, he was right down the numbers for a giant game, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
So 27 and 35 yards back-to-back, and it's 1st and goal as they try to take the lead. The center judge standing there by the center, and now he backs away. Wing to the right. Here's a handoff and jumping into the air, but the ball was loose and into the end zone. Let's see who got it.
The quarterback got it.
It looked like he did get on it. Kaminsky has it. Touchdown, North Dakota. What a wild play. Tried to jump over the top, lost the ball. Kaminsky got on it after Lay lost it. And it's now 6-3.
He jumped and the ball squirted forward. His body didn't get across the goal line, Wyatt, but the ball flew 3 or 4 yards into the end zone. K-State, facing one direction, was trying to make the tackle as the ball flew past them. By the time that they could recognize, the quarterback watching the play realized, I got to get there. And sure enough, Jerry Kaminsky, the quarterback, was the first to get the ball in the middle of the end zone. He recovers a fumble for the first touchdown of the year for North Dakota.
Wow, what a play. That makes it a 6-3 lead for the Fighting Hawks. See about the extra point coming here for Elrich. It is on the way and good. So North Dakota with its first lead. It is 7-3 with 2:54 to go here in the first. Just a 1-yard run and a 5-play 75-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Those numbers courtesy of our friends at BriggsAuto.com. 7-3 North Dakota over the Cats. Back in a moment on the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
From the plains to the prairies and everywhere in between, Lewis Automotive Group is here for Kansas. With 10 convenient locations across the state, we're proud to bring you the best in automotive sales and service. We carry the brands you know and trust. Toyota, Chevrolet, Ford, Nissan, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and now GMC. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck, a family SUV, or a fuel-saving sedan, you'll find it at Lewis. And with our commitment to friendly service and fair prices, you'll leave with more than just a great vehicle. You'll leave as part of the Lewis family. Lewis Automotive Group, driven to serve Kansas.
With today's inflation straining your budget, your Kansas Farm Bureau membership can help keep more money in your pocket. Save up to 75% off preferred home and office products with Office Depot. Special package pricing with Lifeline screenings. Exclusive savings on post-frame buildings with QSI. And join the Kansans who've switched to Kansas Farm Bureau health plans. And enjoy significant savings on nationwide medical health care coverage. Join today. For a full list of benefits, visit kfb.org/benefits.
It's intercepted in the end zone by the Wildcats.
This is K-State Wildcat football from Learfield.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. Being a veteran, it's interwoven into your DNA. It is really the absence of the connection and the purpose that can really drive a lot of veterans to some negative thoughts. For those who are in a suicidal crisis, the window of time to save somebody's life is very short. Our duty is to protect ourselves and protect our families. And one way you can do that is store your weapons safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
This message is for Karina, our mom who finished her high school diploma at age 28. Hi, Mom. It's Emmettith and Nicholas.
Congratulations on getting your diploma.
You worked so hard and have taught us so much. We love you.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
2:54 to go in the first. Wildcats now trail. North Dakota leads 7-3. K-State football, sponsored by Outdoor Bank with 11 branch locations throughout Kansas. cutting-edge technology and personalized banking, Outdoor Bank makes it easy to handle your banking needs no matter where you are. Outdoor Bank, get out there. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. And pass coverage or insurance coverage, K-State and Kansas Insurance have it covered. Visit kansasins.com to see how Kansas Insurance can protect what is most important to you. A fumble recovery in the end zone, covering a yard by Kaminsky, the quarterback, caps a 5-play, 75-yard, 2-minute and 32-second drive. And here is the kickoff for K-State. This is Nornberg at the 5. He'll bring it ahead at the numbers. 15, 20, got a block, 25, 30, and out to about the 32 or 33-yard line. They'll mark him at the 32, and they just barely got a foot on him to bring him down. Avery Scott is the special teams tackler for the Fighting Hawks.
Well, do you think that Jerry Kaminsky in his first start, only his 4th game in his 3rd year, would think that his first touchdown would be recovering a fumble in the end zone? He threw the ball to Xavier Lay, then Lay fumbles the ball back later, and he recovers it. But they did a good job of attacking the K-State defense. Joe Klanderman will not be happy with that series for the Wildcats.
Nice return by Nornberg from 27 yards, takes it to the 32. K-State from the right hash. Avery Johnson rolls the pocket to the far side, fires, and the ball is tipped out of bounds. That is really nice. Johnny Wiltshire's been all over the field. That was intended for J.B. Bradley in the vicinity of the 35-yard line. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats after the incompletion, and that makes Avery Johnson 6 of 9 now for 65 yards. K-State has been outgained 84-76.
If you throw from the right hash all the way to the left side, you got to be very careful. And Johnny Wiltshire jumped underneath the route and almost had an interception.
Here's Tibbs in motion into the right slot. K-State with the ball. It's 2nd and 10 from the 32. Avery hit as he throws it and nearly picked off here on the near side. And that was Zach Lewis who jumped in, and he almost got that. Quarterback pressure coming from Grady Kinch. And that, boy, K-State taking a big sigh there. It's 3rd and 10 from the 32. That could have been picked by Lewis.
Well, he came off the edge and just smacked quarterback Avery Johnson in the chest. For the 3rd series, K-State has changed their lineup again. J.B. Nelson's in at right guard, and Andrew Lane-Gang moves to right tackle.
3rd and 10 from the 32-yard line. There's the snap. Avery rolling again to the left side. Gets a nice block. Fires downfield. Jason's got it at the 49-yard line of North Dakota. And that will be from the 32 to the 49. That's 19 yards and a 1st down.
What a great throw going to the left. Avery Johnson throwing the ball in between the zone right near the sideline for a 1st down.
Heck of a job. And K-State moves quickly here. This is Bradley. Spins away from 1. And down he goes just inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A gain of about 5. Jai Martin makes the stop.
K-State quickly out there with the spread formation, throws the ball down the line and gets 5 yards. But how well has Avery Johnson been running to his left and throwing? Remember that 65-yard touchdown throw right in stride? Last week was while he was rolling to the left.
And a timeout has been called by the Wildcats with 2:03 to go in the first.
Kansas State, 30 seconds.
K-State trailing in the ball game by a score of 7-3. If you're just joining us, the Wildcats got on the board first with a 30-yard field goal from Luis Rodriguez, capping a 12-play, 67-yard drive, and then Kaminsky with a fumble recovery in the end zone from a yard out has given North Dakota the lead. Here's an oldie seat sideline update with Matt.
White, an interesting timeout there by K-State in terms of it wasn't Chris Kleiman calls the timeout, but Coach Katzer came down the line of scrimmage and whispered something in his ear, and then he went to find the line judge on the near side. I don't know if it was a personnel issue up front or maybe a defensive look that K-State wasn't expecting, but the Cats burned a timeout, and as Stan always says, first half timeouts don't really matter, but K-State's sputtering a bit, not getting a lot of push up front. That's from the oldie seed sidelines.
2 timeouts remaining for each after the Wildcat timeout there. 2:03 to go in the first. Cats down 4, 7-3. And on the move here from left to right. This will be the 5th play of the drive at the 44-yard line. They fake it to Joe Jackson. Avery wants the home run and has his man at the goal line. Touchdown, Jace Brown, right in the middle of the field. And it's a touchdown for the Wildcats. Avery Scott in coverage, but that coverage wasn't good enough. And your Wildcats have recaptured the lead 9-7 with 1:55 to go in the first.
Avery Johnson is throwing the ball time after time after time to Jace Brown, but this time is when it looks the best. Running a post route, he got behind the North Dakota defense, and Avery Johnson, realizing it, delivered a perfect strike right in stride, over the defense, right 2 yards into the end zone, right near the goalpost, and K-State with a beautiful touchdown pass has the lead back.
So 44 yards away. Here's the extra point for Rodriguez, and he bangs it right through there, and Kansas State with the lead. It is now 10-7. Wow. That scoring drive delivered by BriggsAuto.com since 1979. Briggs Auto has been delivering winning deals and championship service. Buy, sell, or service your hometown dealer. BriggsAuto.com. 5 plays, 68 yards, 54 seconds. Rodriguez the point after the 44-yard catch by Jace Brown from Avery Johnson. 10-7 K-State, 1:55 to go in the first.
How about passing on every down on that possession, Wyatt? Beautiful throw, Avery Johnson deep downfield. But how about the third down conversion? After 2 plays of getting nowhere, and the quarterback, Avery Johnson's been getting hit a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So that's something that they're going to have to work on. But they roll him to the left, and he, because the ball was snapped on the right hash mark, had plenty of room to roll to the left and still have time to throw the ball to Jace Brown. Feathering that ball over the linebackers before the safeties could get there is a much harder throw than a touchdown pass for 44 yards. But both of them, great connections between Avery Johnson and Jace Brown, and the Wildcats fly down the field in less than a minute for a touchdown.
Seidel and Dang are back deep. Dang will field this one. No, he will not. He's going to walk away from it. It is a touchback, and North Dakota will have it at their 25-yard line after the touchback.
One thing we've seen with K-State, Wyatt, is their offenses look best when a little adversity is facing them.
That's true.
Unfortunately, Iowa State would get the lead, and as soon as it happened, K-State would be, oh, yeah, boom, 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 down the field. Intellectually, psychologically, they're not thinking that way. They're not saying, oh, now let's turn it on, let's change our play calls. No, but it's nice to see the fortitude that they're showing to bounce right back after North Dakota did a good job going down the field. K-State throwing the football, taking advantage of their advantage tonight, goes down the field.
Iowa State beats South Dakota 55-7. West Virginia 45-3 against Robert Morris. Finals from earlier today. Here's Kaminsky, hands the ball off, and this is Seidel running right, breaks a tackle, and he will be flipped to the ground. Nice play there by the Wildcat defender Justice Clemens. A gain on the play of 4, bringing up almost 5 actually. We'll call it second down and 5. The ball just shy of the 30-yard line.
Crafty run by Sawyer Seidel, not the biggest guy in the world, running right up the middle, Wyatt, but he squirted out to the right and ended up getting 4 yards.
Wildcats with a 4-man defensive front. Kaminsky all the way at quarterback. There's the snap to him. 2-step drop, looking into the middle, throws, has his man, and right across the middle it went there, and that will be short of the first down as he catches it at the 34, needed the 35. That is a catch for Mason South, a junior tight end at 6'2" and 245. South is from Maple Grove, Minnesota.
State continues to rotate guys in. Justin Clemens, a cornerback, is one of the 3 guys that plays. Daniel Cobb's in there for Quay Moss. We've seen others step up like Jordan Allen. K-State rotating their defenders like they normally do.
Third down and a yard. What will UND do here? The Fighting Hawks trail 10-7 in the first. Send a man in motion. Here's a handoff right side, and the pile moves a little bit, but it I don't think was enough. We'll see. Romaine makes the stop on the ball carrier. That is Gavin Zebarth, who is kind of their short yardage guy, and he's short. It's 4th down.
Desmond Purnell and Austin Romaine did what you've got to do. Why? Don't let the guy fall forward. All he had to do was fall forward, and he would have the first down. They did not allow it. They grabbed him, pulled him, and threw him backward. So it's 4th and 1, and North Dakota keeps their offense out there.
They do. 4th and 1 from their own 34-yard line. 12 seconds to go in the first. K-State leads 10-7.
They may just try to pull K-State off because they'll run the clock out and talk about it before we go to the second quarter.
And that will be the end of the first as we hit 3 zeros. 15 minutes in, Wildcats 10, North Dakota 7. Back in a moment on the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
This life we love has never been easy. We've been blessed with million-dollar rains, and we've watched hope dry up. Still, we press on because our purpose is greater. Central Valley Ag prepares the table alongside our farmers, not just to grow food, but to nourish our families and our communities. At this table, everyone's welcome. Join us. We're saving you a seat. Central Valley Ag, the official co-op of K-State Athletics.
Some things get better with time. Saturdays at the Bill, the Wabash Cannonball, and beating your rival 16 times in a row. Legendary. Mustang Seeds, same story. They've been dialing in corn and soybean genetics that deliver season after season. That's proven performance. No Hail Marys needed. Because when you start great and keep improving, you don't just play the game, you own it. Mustang Seeds, built on legacy, powered by progress.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Groom.
Sam, 30 seconds on the clock. The Ford Summer Sales Event.
Great time to buy.
Correct. What do we have amazing deals on this summer?
Ford trucks and SUVs.
Is Ford America's all-time best-selling auto brand?
Let me think. Yeah, it is.
3 for 3.
What do I win?
You get to work at the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Amazing. I think I was going to do that anyway.
You betcha.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Purple Wave Auction, no reserve online auctions, quality equipment, transparent process. Bid now at purplewave.com. I'm Wyatt Thompson with Stan Weber, Matt Walters, the rest of our crew. Trent Sanchez is our spotter and runner tonight. We've got Roy Baum, the bombshell, as Matt Walters likes to call him, and the legend, the Hall of Famer, Mr. Don Free. Glad you're with us. 15 minutes in the book. It's 10-7 in favor of the Wildcats. K-State outgained UND in that period, 144-93. But Stan, give North Dakota credit. They've moved the ball a little bit. They've given K-State some interesting looks, and we've got ourselves a game so far.
Yeah, and they've been very physical, making it hard on K-State, forcing them to throw the football, and they have banged the quarterback up. So if you went into this game thinking, well, Avery is going to have an advantage with the spread offense that K-State can run and throw the ball, he'll have a clean game, won't have to run too much, and he'll eat them up, picking him apart in the passing game. Well, so far he has just been taking hit after hit while not standing long in the pocket. So good design, a change of defense. Remember that this is a new front that North Dakota is using. The Fighting Hawks with the new coach, Eric Schmidt, has come into town with a new philosophy, 4-man front, new defense. He was a defensive coordinator last year at San Diego State, and he's done a good job to start the game. He was just trying to pull K-State off. He sends the punt team out after the first quarter break.
So they will punt the football here. Luke Silvernail is their punter. He stands at his 19-yard line, near side hash. It's 4th and less than a yard, or right at a yard. Good snap. Here's the kick away. Spinning kick. This will be fair caught, and it is at the 26-yard line by Sterling Lockett.
2, 3 and outs by K-State's defense, both of them really close to the first down marker. But North Dakota says we are going to punt the football. Both times North Dakota punted today, K-State did not put their punt return unit out there. They put Sterling Lockett, but they left their defense in watching for a fake.
That was a textbook 3 and out forced by the Cats. 3 plays, no gain, and the other team's punting it away. The only turnover was efficient, but at Big Iron, that's their specialty. Find out your next auction deal or list your own at bigiron.com. Big Iron Auctions, proud supporters of K-State athletics. 1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 26-yard line. Brown in motion to the near side. Here's the inside handoff. And out to the outside. This is Devon Rice, 40 to 50 and into UND territory all the way to the 47-yard line as Grant Nolan makes the stop. Wow, all the way to the 47-yard line. That is good for 19 yards and a first down.
Hey, that's great for the quarterback, right, to shovel the ball forward and have passing yardage added on the great run.
K-State moving quickly. Avery throws it, and it is incomplete. Just between the 30 and 40-yard line, right at the numbers intended for Jace Brown, and pretty good coverage by Wiltshire, who's been a busy guy.
Dangerous throw. It's a 3rd one that have been close to being in the hands of a North Dakota defender. So far, they've not been able to pull any of them in for a turnover.
Wildcats 2nd down and 10 from the 47-yard line of UND. Cats lead 10-7 here early 2nd. Avery Johnson sends Oakley in motion to the right side. There's the snap. There's the throw far side. Ball is caught. This is Adonis Moise, and he'll take it inside the 45 to the 43. Malachi McNeil makes the stop. That's a gain of 4 for Adonis Moise. Great to see him getting in on some action. He had a really nice camp, and the Cats are quite high on this young receiver, Adonis Moise.
Yeah, he'll be in the rotation. You might see a Caleb Medford in there. Jamiri Davis later, but those guys need a little experience to grow into it.
Moise did not have a catch a week ago in Ireland, but has one here. Gain of 4. Throw to the far side, and that one a little bit of a miscommunication with Jerron Tibbs from Avery Johnson. He threw it to the outside, and Jerron, I think, was expecting it at about the number, so an incompletion makes it 4th down and 6, and K-State will send the punter on. Here's Simon McClannon, the redshirt sophomore from Millard South in Omaha.
Too far out to try a field goal.
K-State with that protection group out there, and that threesome includes big Uso Seamalo. 4th and 6. K-State 10, North Dakota 7. 13:44 to go, second quarter, and here's the kick. High kick. This one will land at about the 1 and go into the end zone. Decent effort by Simon there, but it is a touchback, and we will head to break. 13:36 to go.
Out in the field.
K-State 10-7 here in the second. Back in a moment on the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
K-State fans, Stan Weber here. Let me tell you about my friends at Buck Roofing. They specialize in residential and commercial roofing. With offices in both Kansas City and Manhattan, they can come out and give you a free estimate on your house or building. I have used them at my house, and they always do a great job at a great price. They are owned by a K-State grad and a Herd and Fun supporter, Ron Buck, and are a member of the K-State Home Team program. Call Ron Buck at Buck Roofing at 913-384-2680 or go to rbuckroofing.com.
Escape to the heart of the Rocky Mountains and experience ultimate relaxation at Mount Princeton Hot Springs Resort. Our natural geothermal pools offer a soothing retreat for all ages, open year-round. Whether it's a romantic getaway, a family vacation, or an adventure with friends, you'll unwind in our hot springs surrounded by our breathtaking mountain views. Enjoy luxurious lodging, a full-service spa, and endless outdoor activities. Visit mtprinceton.com and book your unforgettable escape today. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Eat 'em up, KSU.
He will fire into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown.
This is K-State Wildcat football from Learfield.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never, ever become a minivan mom. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
We just kind of knew from the beginning that we were family.
They showcase a sense of love that I never had before. I mean, he's not only my parent, he's like my best friend.
At the end of the day, it's all been worth it. I wouldn't change a thing about our lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
13:36 to go, second quarter. K-State 10, North Dakota 7. Kohl's has the back-to-school styles that spoil them at prices that spoil you. From jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means you can do it all without overdoing your budget when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Strength through reliable oil and natural gas. That's what keeps America strong and Kansas strong. Get the facts at kansasstrong.com. 1st and 10, North Dakota at its own 20 after that ball was punted into the end zone. And here's a running play to the right side. And this is Seidel. Tries to get wide and can't. He'll get about 2 yards right on the edge. Wesley Fair had him, but it's Des Purnell who knocks him out of bounds.
It was a good and well-blocked play for North Dakota to try to hit the edge, except for one guy with his shoulders square, snuffed it out, and that was Austin Romaine. And he mirrored the running back all the way to the sideline. Finally, when he had nowhere to go, the next Wildcat, Desmond Purnell, his partner, got there to shove him out of bounds for a 2-yard gain.
Kaminsky has gone all the way at quarterback here tonight. Single setback to his left. Wide receiver right, and trips to the left.
The left tackle moved.
They haven't made a lot of mistakes, but make one here.
Offense, number 79.
Pretty clean for the first game for North Dakota. K-State has not had a penalty either tonight. And you mentioned that so far the only quarterback to play is Jerry Kaminsky. The reason why you say that is there's a possibility they could play 3 different guys. A San Diego State transfer came in. Simon Rumpho was a starter all of last year, and Jerry Kaminsky so far has been the only quarterback to play.
And he's done a good job. He's 5 out of 6 for 53 yards. Looking at a tough one here, though. 2nd down and 13 as he sends a man in motion. And he will keep the ball on the quarterback run, and it's to the 30, to the 40, and all the way to the 43-yard line almost from the 17. What a run. Desmond Purnell, after that penalty, had to make a stop all the way out to the 42-yard line. My goodness.
What do they like so far, Wyatt? Bootleg. Okay, that's where they felt the most comfortable and had success. They bootlegged the ball this time, and K-State ran to all the receivers, but they didn't realize the quarterback was going to keep it, and he kept the ball and ran right through the linebacker area for a good run.
25-yard gain, and Kaminsky wants to throw. Looks, fires far side, sliding catch at about the 37-yard line. That's DeMontenac, his first catch of the night. Daniel Cobbs makes the tackle at the 37-yard line.
What a nice pass that was by Kaminsky, because in the pocket as he moved to the left and got away from the rush, I thought he was going to run again, but he had his concentration downfield and throws the ball to the Canadian that plays for North Dakota.
Not all that far away, is it?
No.
There's the snap. Kaminsky looks right, throws that way. It's a swing pass to Xavier Lay, and he is swallowed up at the 34-yard line. He gets 3 here. The stop coming from Daniel Cobbs, got some help from Wesley Fair, makes it 2nd down and 6 from the 32-yard line.
They are getting guys open in the flat, bootlegging the ball, running backs in the flat. He had to come up and make a good tackle to make it a 4-yard gain. That was pretty good defense after the catch, but right now the design of the North Dakota offense doing a good job getting easy opportunities for the quarterback.
Fortenberry into the game at a corner for Kansas State over on the far side. Here's a reverse, and this one to the right side, 30, and dragged down at about the 26-yard line by Wesley Fair. Good play there. And that will be Corey Ty, and they like to get that guy the ball, and I don't blame him. He's been good.
Same play, second time, Wyatt. They have him line up on the left side and come around in an arc behind the quarterback and run the ball to the right side. The first time he did it, he got more yardage because they ran it to the open field. This time in the short side, they still were able to pick up a first down.
Wideouts left and right. Tight end on the left, wing on the right, and now a man in motion. Kaminsky fakes, now runs, lowers his head inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line for 5 on the play. The Wildcat tackler is Rex Van Wy. So a run of 5 to the 22, and with just under 10 minutes to go in the half, North Dakota is moving it again, and boy, they look crisp and sharp. Here's an oldie seat sideline update.
Kaminsky lost his helmet, so this will be the first time he's not under center or behind center, so to speak, as North Dakota has to go to a backup quarterback here with about 9:40 to go in the first half. He should be back in the next play, I would think. That's from the oldie seat sidelines.
Javance Tupuola Johnson is the backup quarterback and a transfer from San Diego State.
You lose your helmet, you got to go out for one play in college football.
Just inside the right hash, Tupuola Johnson fakes, wants to throw, fires. Nice catch at about the 2-yard line. That is dang, brought down by Donovan McIntosh. There is a flag, however, down. It's at the 5-yard line over on the far side, and the officials will sort this out.
Defense number 6, correction number 9. The penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
That's Donovan McIntosh with the hold. So it is declined, and North Dakota has a chance to get the lead here. They have it 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
You called the play-by-play and you said, dang. I have the color analysis and I say, dang.
No doubt. The kid's good.
How about the quarterback coming in and firing the ball over the middle, one play in and one hard pass?
So Kaminsky back in for Tupuola Johnson. Play fake. There's the lob. Catch is made at the goal line, and a big hit saving the score. Quay Moss against Christian Hoskins. Ouch, that had to hurt right in the sternum. 2nd down and goal.
Throw the ball into the flat, but this time he had to do it over a blitzing safety, VJ Payne. The ball took a long time to come down. When he caught it at the 1, K-State's defender Moss got there to knock him backwards.
Kaminsky in the pistol. Lay is the running back to his right. There's the throw to the far side and caught at the goal line, but not in. Donovan McIntosh makes the play there on the ball receiver, I should say, and it's going to be short of the goal line. It's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Wow, that was a tough play. The right hash throwing the ball down the line to the left. Right as he got the football, Kaminsky threw the ball right into coverage. How about having 2 completions from the 2-yard line and not getting in the end zone? Great defense.
It really was. Heck of a play there to hold him out. It's 3rd and goal. We're approaching the 8-minute mark of the half. K-State on top, 10-7. North Dakota has racked up 177 yards to 175 for the Wildcats. 3rd and goal from a yard away. Moving from left to right, this will be the 10th play of the drive, but first a timeout.
They were almost out of time, so they called the timeout.
Second charge timeout of the half.
Eric Schmidt's got to be thrilled with what his team has done. We go to break, 7:50 to go in the half. Cats lead 10-7 on the K-State Sports Network from Learfield. Prime Capital Financial is majority owned and operated by K-State alumni with over 60 offices nationwide, now including Manhattan right across from the stadium. Prime Capital delivers tailored wealth management strategies for individuals at every stage of life. For business owners, Prime Capital Financial designs custom retirement plans, provides business valuations, and creates roadmaps with tax strategies to help maximize the value of one of your greatest assets. Visit us at www.primefinancial.com.
Investing involves risks. Advisory products and services offered through Prime Capital Financial, a registered investment advisor.
Today, there's a new recipe on deck. Today, you purchased a little extra to make it happen. Because today, your favorite people gather in one place. And that's why we're here.
Come on in. Hi there. Hey, good to see you.
Free checking from Intrust Bank. 0 fees and all the ease you expect.
Oh, this is so good.
Delicious. Free checking from Intrust Bank. Tradition for today. Member FDIC.
Let Shelter Insurance get you in the game this football season. The K-State Wildcats are ready for another big year, and this is your chance to win tickets and be the Shelter Insurance fan of the game. Contact a Shelter Insurance agent, and they'll register you for a chance to win 2 tickets to a K-State home football game during the season. Only Shelter agents can register you, so call, email, or drop by for your chance to win. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com/Kansas and go Wildcats.
Rally House is now the official retail partner of K-State Athletics. Shop an outrageous selection of Wildcats gear today in Bill Snyder Family Stadium or online at shop.kstatesports.com as we continue from the Bill. 7:50 to go in the second quarter. K-State 10, North Dakota 7. But North Dakota has it 3rd down and a yard to go. 3rd and goal from the 1. But first we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the K-State Sports Network. You're listening to K-State Football. Hope you're enjoying this one tonight. Stripe Out night, opening night, drone show after the game. We're hoping that the rain holds off until late in the night, but then we get some. It's pretty dry here in the Manhattan area and has been for a while. So let's take the rain maybe around 11 or 12 o'clock. What do you think? North Dakota will have a 10th play on this drive right here. They've gone 9 for 79 and 518 so far.
And they haven't tried to go up the middle from the 2 or the 1. They've been throwing the ball to the side on each of those plays. Will they go and run the ball up the middle on 3rd down?
Wideouts left and right, tight end on the right. Here is the quarterback keeper, and Kaminsky got across the goal line for a score. The initial surge, he wasn't quite there, but then he just kept going forward and got the touchdown. And just like that, North Dakota is in front, 13-10.
He faked the ball to his running back right up the middle, and he let that running back become an extra blocker. He followed Xavier Lay right up the middle, and Lay became a blocker. He dove into the end zone and gave just enough room for Kaminsky to slide through. He has his 2nd touchdown of the game, and we have another lead change as North Dakota goes back ahead.
Extra point try coming here for UND. It is on the way. And Elrich, C.J. Elrich, has it up there and good. And so North Dakota now on top by a score of 14-10. And there's another timeout, and we'll go with them to break. 7:46 to go in the second. This is the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
Kansas State football is brought to you by Equity Bank, where we never forget it's your money. Equity Bank, a bank built by business people for business people. Founded and based in Kansas with more than 30 locations in the Sunflower State. Our customers never pay ATM fees nationwide. Perfect for traveling this football season. Learn more at equitybank.com. And from all of us at Equity Bank, go Wildcats!
Children's Mercy has been treating kids like me for 125 years. They've got the best care around, including a surgery center that is one of the best in the whole country. And Children's Mercy is always coming up with new ideas to help us feel better, like an app to watch babies' hearts at home. And if a kid needs a new heart, liver, or kidney, Children's Mercy is where you can go for transplants too.
Built for kids.
Built for me.
Kohl's Labor Day sale is here. Sure, it's hard to admit summer's ending, but with $10 off $25 spent at Kohl's, you can stop living in denial and start living in cute cardigans. Yep, we're back to wearing layers. So welcome fall with savings on jeans, tees, candles, and comfy bedding. And earn Kohl's cash all weekend. Trust me, your future cozy self will thank you. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offer in September 1st. See store or kohls.com for details.
Welcome back. 7:46 to go here in the first half. K-State trailing now 14-10. BriggsAuto.com drive summary as North Dakota scores from a yard out on the rush by Kaminsky, the quarterback. 10 plays, 80 yards, 5 minutes and 50 seconds. And Elric with the point after. That scoring drive delivered by BriggsAuto.com since 1979. Briggs Auto has been delivering winning deals and championship service. Buy, sell, or service. Your hometown dealer, BriggsAuto.com.
Wyatt, K-State has snapped the ball 23 times tonight, and they have called 19 pass plays out of the 23. Now, Avery Johnson got sacked twice or tackled twice, so those are running plays, but really not run calls.
Quick stat from Meritrust Credit Union. Meritrust Credit Union, the official financial well-being partner of K-State Athletics. We're proud to serve Wildcat fans in the Manhattan community. Go Wildcats. Well, it's been a tight game all the way. 178 yards for UND, 175 for K-State. The split a little bit different. K-State with 164 passes, Stan talked about, and it's 99 and 79 pass rush for North Dakota. And I said it before, Stan, I'll say it again. They look comfortable right now offensively.
Yeah, they really have got a good plan. It's worked so far, and that is bootlegging the ball into the flat, running a couple of reverses, and then Kaminsky on called pass plays has scrambled twice for big yardage.
Kick here to the far side, and it's fielded a yard deep, and here comes Norenberg. 10, 15, oh, he lost the ball. Did North Dakota get it? They did. He lost the ball, and they will cover it inside the Wildcat 20-yard line. Ethan Bowl is the guy for North Dakota.
He took the ball 1 yard deep in the end zone, went up the numbers, and then ran into his own guy. There was a K-State Wildcat blocking a defender, and he accidentally ran the ball right into the Wildcat, and it fell loose. And for the second time this year, K-State on a special teams return fumbles the ball with the opponent getting the recovery. Zach Wittenberg was blocking his man, Wyatt.
Yeah.
When Bryce Norenberg was running, he probably wasn't even looking right there, and all of a sudden he kind of ran slightly into him, and the ball squirted out, and North Dakota has the football at the K-State 19.
Oldie Seed sideline update quickly.
Yeah, just like he got clipped and the ball pops out. What I wanted to ask Stan right quick is, with the game plan North Dakota's used in a moment or two, Stan, how much of this is just catching K-State off guard, the unknown? How much is that figuring in?
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Wideouts left and right. Here's Kaminsky. Pumps. Fires far side on the fade. That ball is knocked away by Zayshawn Rich. Beautifully done by the Wildcat corner. Yeah, pressure coming on the quarterback from Austin Romaine.
Wyatt, we talked about this in pregame when Matt's asking this question. When we described North Dakota, we didn't spend a lot of time talking about what their strategies were going to do and how they were going to attack K-State, because it was a giant question mark. Even though Isaac Frichte is back as an offensive coordinator, you got a new coaching staff and a brand new quarterback. So there's a lot to learn. That's why adjustments at the half are going to be very important for the K-State defense.
B.J. Fleming that time the intended receiver. It's 2nd down and 10. Here's Kaminsky back to throw. A little bit of pressure this time, and he is sacked, and the ball is loose. Stufflebean got it. Osunsami gets on it. What a turnover by the Wildcat defense. They've got it at their own 32-yard line. Stufflebean knocked it away. Tobio got it, and K-State got the turnover they were hoping for.
Jerry Kaminsky's moved well in the pocket tonight, but this time the pocket collapsed around him. No room to run, and while in the pocket, he gets hit. Ball squirts away. Osunsami kicks it forward. He's looking for it. It went off his ankles, moved forward toward North Dakota's goal line, and then he went and jumped on the football. K-State gets a turnover right back against North Dakota.
Outstanding play. Cody Stufflebean and Toby Osunsami. And here comes that Wildcat offense now down 4.
What a big play, Wyatt. Down by 4 and in field goal range right when they got the football. K-State gives the ball back to their offense at the 34-yard line.
So the Cats back to work.
The ruling on the field of a fumble recovered by the defense is under further review.
Is there a chance they call this a pass, Wyatt? He went to pump fake with his shoulders, thinking he's going to pass, and then he aborted that mindset. Just because you abort the mindset as a passer does not mean your arm does not move forward. Was his arm moving forward, and then he released the football? Incomplete pass. If he still had the football when Cody Stufflebean hit him and knocked it away sideways, then it's a fumble.
Well, they're going to look at it. The referee is Tim Rich. The replay official tonight is Mark Larson. And he was bringing it forward.
It's almost a tuck rule.
Uh-huh.
He fumbled the ball going forward, but his arm was moving forward. And so there's a chance they call this an incomplete pass. Yeah. But Cody Stufflebean seemed to make contact with the football when he was coming down, so then that wouldn't be a pass. That would be ball in hand, knocked away. Remember, the call on the field is a fumble. They've got to have perfect evidence that it's not a fumble before you go to an incompletion. Good job by Stufflebean getting there. This is an intricate call because there's a lot going on. Arm forward, but he was tucking the football away. Did Cody Stufflebean get his hand on it? If he did, it could still be a fumble. If he doesn't, it's an incomplete pass.
Osunsami actually kicked that ball and then still had the wherewithal to recover it.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. First down, Kansas State.
So they do rule it like they did on the field. It will stand, and K-State with the turnover thanks to Stuff and Tobio.
Stufflebean got his hand on the football. Not only was he making the tackle, he got his hand on the football enough to displace it from Kaminsky. That makes it a fumble. And you don't get called for a penalty for accidentally kicking it 5 or 10 yards forward.
Yeah, accidentally is exactly the right way to say it, too. 1st and 10 Wildcats. They have the football at their own 34-yard line, and Avery Johnson looks to the sideline, has what he wants. Devon Rice is his running back to the left, 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Rice gets the call here, and he bolts across the 35 to the 39-yard line. He will pick up about 5 on that play for Kansas State. Wildcats with a deficit of 4, 7:12 to go in the period. Lance Rucker the stop. It's 2nd down and 5 now from the 39-yard line.
Down by 4, but boy, you take a deep breath that you're not down by 7 or
and
more.
And with the ball. Right?
Yeah, so I mean, you almost feel good about being behind and having the football back.
Jace Brown in the slot to the left. K-State 2nd and 5 from their own 39. There's the snap to Avery Johnson. Rolling to the left. He's done that a lot tonight. Shovel pass ahead. And this is Will Swanson. He's got a first down to the 45 to the 47-yard line. Wilshire makes the stop. So he takes it to the 47. That's a gain of 8 and a first down for Kansas State.
Avery looking comfortable, sprinting to the left. Defenders on the blitz right behind him, forcing him to flip the ball forward like an option pitch, Wyatt. He couldn't turn and throw it with the guys behind him, but it still is effectively a pass.
We've got an injured player.
Did it come after the ball was set? If it's after the ball's set, it'll cost North Dakota a timeout.
They'll tend to him here.
Officials timeout for an injured player.
They said he was injured and declared that before the ball was set.
He's already up and going. That's Wilshire.
So if he faked it, he did it early enough to not have it be penalized or cost a timeout.
That's an emphasis, isn't it, this year in the offseason going into this year with the injuries. And let's just be honest and say those faking such injuries,
yeah, they try
you hope to penalize it.
They try to slow down the game by saying, oh, I'm tired, fall down. But that is not going to work this year unless hopefully you're really injured.
Cats trail 14-10. 6:16 to go in the first half. This time Avery Johnson is up under center. Here's a handoff. Joe Jackson right side. Joe Jack to midfield, and he will take it to the 46-yard line. Really well done there. Logan Eckhart makes the tackle, but Joe Jack got a nice gain. A sideline update now after a gain of 7 from Oldie C.
Well, believe you me, K-State head coach Chris Kleiman was none too happy, and he let Eric Carmouche, the head linesman, hear it because he thought that there should have been a timeout charge to North Dakota. That's from the Oldie Seed sidelines, your proud Kansas family-owned seed company.
2nd down and 3 Cats at the 46 of the visitors. The Fighting Hawks from Grand Forks. Avery to throw it. Again, flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the near side, and Tibbs has it at the 37-yard line. That will be a first down, and it's a gain of 9. Titolutsky makes the tackle, but K-State has another 1st and 10, and good job by Avery there, rolling the pocket to the left and throwing to Tibbs.
Yeah, he turned upfield and looked like he really could run, but then he saw Tibbs along the sideline and said, oh, this is an easy pass, gets the ball to him at the 36 of North Dakota.
Trips right. Wide receiver left is Adonis Moise. K-State at the 36-yard line and moving it here. This will be the 5th play of the drive. Here's a reverse, and this is Moise to the right side. Gets a block, 35 to the 30, and out of bounds right there. He got about 6 on the play before Bennett Walker ran him out of bounds. Boy, they have done a nice job of using Adonis Moise here.
He's an exciting player, a true freshman from Bradenton, Florida, and it's almost the same exact play we saw North Dakota run. From a slot position, you run that reverse. But the edge defender did a good job, almost got a holding call against K-State, so he held that to a shorter run. It was a good 6-yard gain, though, for K-State.
2nd and 4 from the 30 of North Dakota for K-State. Cats right now trailing 14-10, second quarter. Avery under some pressure. Again, steps to the left. Straightens, fires it deep into the end zone. And it is caught. It is caught for a score. Tibbs somehow caught that ball. The Wildcats have the lead back at 16-14. Jai Martin in coverage, and somehow Tibbs comes away with the ball. He did juggle it, but did hang on to it.
Avery Johnson rolling to the left, threw the ball, and threw it up in the end zone. He thought he had his guy wide open, but it could have been intercepted as the defender dove and almost intercepted it. But while he's flying in the air across 1 yard deep in the end zone in the middle of the field, somehow he didn't catch it. The ball popped out, and Tibbs just grabbed it and said, thank you. It's a touchdown.
That one good for 30 yards. The extra point good makes it 17-14 Cats with 4:15 to go. Wow, what a bizarre play. It looked live up here like he did tip it. I wasn't positive, but he did tip it for sure in an Oldie Seed sideline update with Matt.
Yeah, what's usually the last thing you want to see a quarterback do, and that's throw it across his body. And Chris Kleiman, the look on his face after that touchdown catch was kind of a wry grin, so to speak. Avery got away with it. That ball very easily could have and maybe should have been intercepted just inside the end line, but what a catch by Tibbs, JT as they call him, as Kansas State moves back in front with 4 and change to go here in the first half. That's from the Oldie Seed sidelines, Wyatt.
Scoring drive delivered by BriggsAuto.com since '79. Briggs Auto has been delivering winning deals and championship service. Buy-seller service, your hometown dealer. BriggsAuto.com. 6 plays, 66 yards, 312 time of possession. And the final 30, Avery Johnson to Jerron Tibbs from 30 yards. K-State by 3. Wild first half, 4:15 to go before intermission.
Who would have thought Jerron Tibbs, a transfer from Purdue, would have his first K-State touchdown standing in the end zone, grabbing a ball that looked like it was going to be intercepted.
Here is the kick away, and no try for a return for North Dakota.
Wow, that is the 4th time we've seen a football in the first half where North Dakota is going to go back and watch the tape and go, we could have had interception right there. Good play. See, the reason why he threw the ball, when you throw the ball long ways or if you throw back as you're rolling to the left, it's super dangerous over the middle. But the reason why he did it is Tibbs was wide open, 5 yards deep in the end zone, and no defenders were around him. So Avery threw it and said, okay, I got plenty of room. But, man, those guys, Wyatt, when you're close to the goal line, the defenders aren't backpedaling. They kind of stop, which means they can go side to side faster. And Jai Martin, a transfer in a couple years ago from West Virginia State, went across and dove and almost intercepted it, but it all ends well with a K-State touchdown.
North Dakota 1st and 10 at its 25-yard line. They send a man in motion. And here is Lay, tries to bounce outside, being pressured and shoved out of bounds by Zayshawn Rich. That is a loss on the play. We'll see where they mark it, right at the 23. So it's a loss of a couple. 2nd down and 12 coming up. Excellent play there. I'll tell you who also was coming maybe just a hair after Zayshawn was Austin Romaine. Boy, he can run.
Romaine's done a good job keeping his shoulders square and being the one guy who can figure out where the ball carry is when we've seen the football run. North Dakota hasn't really run the ball well except for the quarterback scramble game.
Man in motion. Now he retreats to the far side. That's DeMontenac. And here's a throw to the near side, and it's juggled and dropped. That was intended for B.J. Fleming. He had it only momentarily, and the coverage from Justice Clemens. And just like that, it's 3rd and 12.
Can the defense gain some momentum right here from that offensive play with 3:42 left in the half? Make a play, give the ball back to the offense. Remember, North Dakota will get the ball first to start the second half.
K-State forced a turnover, made North Dakota pay. Now they've got them pinned back on 3rd and 12 at their own 23. 3:42 to go before halftime. Cats 17-14 against North Dakota. We await the snap. Kaminsky. All but one play here tonight at quarterback. Crossing route and a big hit on the tight end, and he's short of the first down at the 32. That was a huge hit. But Hayden Stay is 260 pounds, and he got within about 3 yards of the first down. The Wildcat stop from Daniel Cobbs and Austin Romaine, and they'll punt the ball.
Well, they forced the ball to be thrown underneath. With its 3rd and 13, they had their tight end crossing, and Hayden Stay really had no chance. Even though he broke a tackle wide, he still comes up 3 yards short of the first down.
Lockett back at the 30-yard line for Kansas State. And North Dakota will punt the ball away as Luke Silvernail stands at his 17-yard line far side. Perfect snap. And the ball nearly blocked, and a flag is down. This one will hit at the other end at the 25. Bounces inside the 20 and down to about the 18-yard line.
But North Dakota's going to get a first down. It's 4th and 3. Doesn't matter if it's a 5-yard penalty or a 15-yard penalty on the K-State punt block team. Hitting the punter will give North Dakota a first down.
Running to the kicker, receiving team number 1. The 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
You know what? K-State came within an eyelash, though, of blocking it, and they wanted to put some pressure on. Thought they could get one this week, and that was really, really close. And the running into goes against the Wildcats' Jaden Rowe, the transfer from Oklahoma, so it's a first down.
Well, K-State has had 7 straight years where they've had at least one blocked punt. They almost had one there, but when you don't get it, you got to be very careful not to touch the punter. The Wildcats do, so North Dakota gets a free first down at the 37-yard line.
That's where they'll mark it. 1st and 10. K-State on top, 17-14. They've outgained the visitors, 241 to 170, but a tight, tense game so far. Kaminsky maybe changing the play. He backs back into the pistol. Zebarth is his running back. There's the snap to him. Back to throw, rolling right, Kaminsky being pressured, flag down, a hold probably coming, and the runner is knocked out of bounds by Austin Romaine. Good play. The flag back in the middle of the field, just ahead of the 30.
Holding, offense number 71, 10-yard penalty. It's first down.
He's our best offensive lineman. He started out at North Dakota State, but he started basically the last 3+ years. And he was blocking on the edge, and K-State's number 8, Chidi Obiizor, sold that holding call. He flew his hands up in the air. You usually only get by with that in the NFL by saying, hey, he's holding me. And sure enough, it got the referee, the white hat who watches the quarterback, to throw the 10-yard penalty.
Now, with that said, he did have a pretty good hold on him.
Yeah, but a good sell job by number 8, Chidi Obiizor.
100%.
Yeah.
1st and 20 from the 27-yard line as they back it up. And now another flag.
Full start. Offense number 80. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Number 80.
Now as we've turned it,
Watson Hafer. He doesn't get a lot of action at tight end.
Now we've turned into a penalty fest with K-State making a mistake and then North Dakota making 2 mistakes in a row.
So that makes it 1st and 25 with the ball back at the 22. North Dakota going the wrong way, and K-State will take it. 1st and forever. Here's a handoff to Lay, and he'll take it ahead to the 25 for 3. A couple of stoppers, Tobi Osensami and Austin Romaine.
This is a 2-minute timeout.
And there you have it. And we'll take a timeout with K-State on top, 17-14, 1:59 to go in the half. This is the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
Born and raised in Kansas, Outdoor Bank has always had a strong connection with the outdoors. Whether you hunt, fish, hike, golf, ranch, or just love spending time outdoors, Outdoor Bank is designed for you. With 11 branches throughout Kansas, cutting-edge technology, and personalized banking, Outdoor Bank makes it easy to handle your banking needs no matter where you are. Visit OutdoorBank.com for more information. Outdoor Bank, get out there. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It was a sunny day in Manhattan. We were working Vice. My partner, Bubba Bloomer. My name, Tuesday. However, it's Monday, January 10th. We're at the Union Station Gastropub.
Welcome to Union Station.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Well, the full pound of smoked brisket is especially popular.
What's the best sauce?
The jalapeno blueberry is really good.
Bread choice?
4 slices of Texas toast. Drink?
No, I'm on duty. Maybe at 5. The verdict on the brisket? Excellent. I'll be back at 5. Whether you're cheering for the Wildcats or caring for your land, we know you're all in all season long. And Case IH compact and utility tractors are all in too. Mowing, digging, hauling. Our equipment, designed to meet the needs of America's farm fields, makes caring for your home field easier. Your Case IH dealer can show you how our equipment can make this season a winning one. Case IH, built by farmers.
Welcome back to the Equity Bank broadcast booth. Equity Bank, built by business people for business people. Go Cats, equitybank.com. 1:59 to go in the period. Wildcats on top, 17-14, and they've got the visitors backed up into a 2nd and 22 from their own 25-yard line. Bovine respiratory disease in cattle continues to be an expensive and deadly disease. Merck Animal Health is here to help. With investments in new technology like Sense Hub Feedlot, pen riders can find sick animals quicker. Visit sensehubfeedlot.com to learn more. Well, each team with over 170 yards in offense. 173 for North Dakota, 241 for the Cats. K-State with 2 timeouts left, and they'd love to get that football back one more time here with a 3-point lead.
Well, they have a good chance of doing that with 2nd down and 22, back up to the 25. They can play it very conservatively, keep the offensive players in front of them and go tackle them, call timeouts 2 times, and have way more than a minute left, probably more like a minute and a half to get the ball back. So K-State's defense in a real advantageous situation to give the offense the ball back before the half.
Xavier Lay, the running back, to the left of the quarterback, Kaminsky. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and a wing on the right side. Kaminsky under some pressure, rolling the pocket to the left side, and at the 20 lobs it downfield, and a great catch on the move. That will be a 1st and 10 to Caden Dennis. Justice Clemens in coverage. That was a 2nd and 22, and they got just a little bit more than 22 in a 1st down.
Caden Dennis was guarded man-to-man on the right side, but no one else was over there. He ran into the hash marks, and when his quarterback started rolling out to the right all alone, he spun around and headed to the sideline and gave his quarterback plenty of room to deliver the ball before he went out of bounds.
He got a yard more than he needed on 2nd and 22, and Kaminsky back to work. Under pressure, down he goes, and that's Stufflebean. Cody Stufflebean from McPherson with the sack for Kansas State, and that is a big one.
Yeah, good play by Cody Stufflebean. Quarterback was in the pocket forever, and Stufflebean finally beat his man, Trace Thaden, and got in there for a late sack. That was a coverage sack. Good job downfield of not allowing Kaminsky to throw the ball to anybody.
5th career sack at 2nd and 21 from the 37 right hash.
2nd of the game.
Back to throw. Kaminsky under pressure. He goes down, and that's Bates. Bates will pull him down at the 34-yard line. That's a loss of 3 more. Boy, great to see Travis Bates do that.
2nd charge time out of the half. Kansas State.
On 3rd and 21, the Cats burn a timeout, each with 1 left now, with 1:11 to go in the 2nd period.
2 straight sacks, really important after that 22-yard reception to drive North Dakota back to the 34-yard line. Still 1 timeout left.
See what the call is. There's the flag over at the Wildcat 49 far side.
During the play, personal foul, face mask, defense number 5. That's a 15-yard penalty enforced in the previous spot with an automatic first down.
Well, that one hurts on Justice Clemens.
Will not be charged with a timeout.
I was thinking K-State's not charged with a timeout. They do not want to stop the clock now because this is an automatic first down. Even if the penalty with 15 yards wouldn't have got them past the first down marker at the K-State 42, they get an automatic first down. So now you're looking at North Dakota with one timeout left, starting to think about scoring before the half ends.
They're down 3. They have it at their own 34, but remember they're going to mark off 15 here, so that will take it to the 49-yard line. Big break and a bad penalty against the Wildcats there with Justice Clemens with the face mask.
We've had a lot of wild swings right now, Wyatt, from what's been going on, because North Dakota looked like they were in trouble after K-State looked like they were in trouble hitting the punter. Then 2 sacks drove them back, but then it's not 2 sacks. It's a 15-yard penalty, and the ball is going to be spotted at the K-State 47-yard line with a first down, North Dakota.
Yeah, they didn't quite get it marked far enough, so they'll move it 5 more yards ahead to the Cat 47.
Only the second penalty of the game, but all 20 yards of penalties have been on this possession.
And that has hurt Kansas State. Getting to the quarterback, though. They've got a couple of sacks here of late. DeMontenac in motion to the left, back to throw. There's the throw wide at the 40-yard line intended for Dang, and Donovan McIntosh in coverage. It's 2nd and 10 from the 47 of K-State for UND.
It's interesting that K-State's been able to keep Kaminsky in the pocket, and offensive coordinator Isaac Frichte has not had him on the roll. Remember how effective they've been with bootlegging him? He's made great run or pass decisions, but in the last number of plays, he's been right in the pocket, and K-State has kept him in the pocket and even sacked him a couple of times. That was a very hard pass.
56 seconds to go in the half. 2nd down and 10. Hafer goes in motion out of the backfield to the left. Here's a throw, and that one is wide of the target. Dennis, coverage from Donovan McIntosh, makes it 3rd and 10 with 53 seconds to go.
Incomplete passes gives K-State hope that they may get the ball back.
Yeah.
Make another play here, and what would North Dakota do? If they weren't very close to the first down marker, they'd have to punt, and K-State would finally get the ball, but you've got to convert on this 3rd and 10.
Texas Tech at home leading Arkansas Pine Bluff. Just starting the second quarter, it's 23-0. Plenty of action also later tonight. Here we go. 3rd and 10 from the 47. Kaminsky sends a man in motion to the far side. There's the snap and a handoff and a running play. Seidel with a first down, and he'll take it to the Wildcat 35-yard line. VJ Payne makes the tackle. Well, who thought that they would run on 3rd and long, and that's exactly what they did. Seidel the first down.
A 13-yard run to the 34-yard line.
My, oh my.
Right up the middle.
They've got a chance to tie this thing or better. There's a throw to the far side. Dennis has it. He's at the 20, at the 15, and shoved out by Wesley Fair at about the 16-yard line.
Wow, he threw the ball right by the ear of Donovan McIntosh. McIntosh even went back to knock the ball away, and when he didn't touch it, that meant the receiver was past him, Wyatt, and could turn upfield and gain even more yardage. He went 10 more yards. What a dangerous but accurate throw by Jerry Kaminsky.
35 seconds to go in the half, and they've got it at the Wildcats 16-yard line. K-State leads 17-14. Kaminsky, empty backfield. And now a stoppage of play. K-State will burn its final timeout, I believe.
You just want to reset right here and get into your red zone mentality.
Actually, they gave that one back, so they have one remaining. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, they didn't have to use that one after the 15-yard penalty. You were trying in many ways to get the ball back. Remember, this drive stayed alive because they ran into the punter. Then a 15-yard penalty kept it alive, and then an amazing run by Sawyer Seidel. 5'10", 165 yards, quickly up the middle, gains 13 yards. And that last throw from the middle of the field to the left sideline, he fit the ball into his receiver, and it looked like Donovan McIntosh was going to knock it down or intercept it. When he didn't, they were able to get the ball down to the 16-yard line. And now K-State's defense has got to think about how you're going to play this out. North Dakota still has one timeout. You got plenty of time, Wyatt, I think, with incompletions, taking the ball out of bounds. But this is a part of the field where you better be ready for them to throw to the end zone. Like Iowa State, I love throwing the ball outside the 15-yard line. From the 15 to 30-yard line is easier to score for the offense than when you get closer to the 10.
North Dakota hard at work. 10 plays, 59 yards, 340 on the current drive, and they have it 1st and 10 at the 16 of the Wildcats, trailing by 3. Kaminsky gets the snap, 3-step drop, looking, firing, far side, has his man, and just off of his fingertips, DeMontenac in the right corner of the back of the end zone. Whoa, wow, that was close. Great effort by both guys, Wesley Fair in coverage, and an Oldie Seed sideline update now.
Timeout for an injured player of the
Injury
offense.
for North Dakota on the field. One of the big fellas up front, and guaranteed North Dakota picked up on the fact that Iowa State got K-State in the corner of the end zone on a couple of touchdown passes last week in Dublin, and they tried to hit the shot there in the near back corner just off the fingertips. And I tell you guys, I've been extremely impressed with Kaminsky, the North Dakota quarterback, here in the first half. Excellent leader on the field. That's from the Oldie Seed sidelines. Oldie Seed, your proud Kansas family-owned seed company.
It's a great point, because let's go back to what we said in pregame. This team won 5 games a year ago, lost their last 5. They were 5-7. Simon Rumfo was their quarterback for a year ago, and he threw for 2,051 yards and 18 scores.
And only 8 interceptions.
Yes, and Kaminsky beat him out. Now, in fairness, Rumfo had an arm injury in the offseason repaired, but hey, we've all been impressed by Kaminsky and what he's done. He's from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. He's been good.
Gotta love kids who stick around.
100%.
Redshirted, 23, 3 games last year, only threw 5 passes, only rushed once.
Yep.
Kept working, saw the new staff come in, and they had 3 guys to the right, but they had one of them go in motion. Why would you just have a little motion? It forced K-State to change who was guarding who. And Wesley Fair ended up playing man-to-man about 8 to 10 yards off of the closest receiver to where the ball was snapped. The other 2 ran inside, and he ran a corner route. He was out in front. Wesley Fair was chasing, but there was a chance to get a touchdown. It was barely overthrown in the right corner of the end zone.
It was a great try by DeMontenac. Caleb Olson, the right guard, a returning starter, a junior, 6'2" and 310 out of Fort Ransom, North Dakota's Lisbon High School, is the injured player, and he'll be replaced. And here we go, back to work. 2nd down and 10 from the 16-yard line for North Dakota. Cats by 3, 29 seconds to go before halftime. Kaminsky set again, barks out the signals. There's the snap, hands it off. This is Seidel. 10-5 touchdown. Straight ahead, and then veering a little bit to the left. Seidel goes in on a 2nd down and 10 play and scores, and North Dakota leads by 3.
What an impressive game call by Isaac Frickty, right? I said you love to throw the football outside the 15-yard line between the 15 and 30 to try to strike, and they almost got a touchdown that way. And this time they came back with more of a bunch formation. Their wide receivers were tucked up near the right tackle, making it look like they were going to run something with those guys spraying out to the outside, but they handed it off just over left guard, and that hole was wide open to run straight into the end zone.
The extra point by Elrich is good, and just like that, North Dakota's lead is 21-17. Another Oldie sideline report now with Matt.
Yeah, when you see the replay on that, you're going to shake your head and bite your lip, because one thing that doesn't happen very often is Austin Romaine overrunning a play. He did not have gap soundness there and took a couple of steps to his right, and that vacated a spot for the running back to bolt right by him and right into the end zone. And guys, it is quiet, a little unsettled right now here at Bill Snyder Family Stadium late in the first half. That's from the Oldie Seed sidelines.
Well, you can certainly understand the confidence of North Dakota. They're up on the Wildcats.
And they're really doing so much on offense, and they're hitting the quarterback. Hitting the quarterback gives every team a lot of confidence. They're hitting Avery Johnson early in the first quarter, playing with physicality. They don't look like they're in first game mode. They're playing very, very well. But like Matt said, the ball was run right over left guard, and an unblocked linebacker, Austin Romaine, kind of went out 2 spots and then realized, oh, I overran the play.
K-State to return it to the 15, 20, 25. And stopped it around the 26-yard line. Grant Nolan makes the stop on the Wildcat, Bryce Nornberg. 19 seconds to go in the period. K-State trailing by 4 now, 21-17. It's been a back and forth game, no doubt about that.
Little mistakes build up, Wyatt, no matter who the opponent is. And on that possession, you're going to get the football back with 2 minutes left. Instead, you're running the punter, get a face mask penalty.
Yep.
And even North Dakota will make you pay.
K-State will just take a knee here, and that will be the final play of the first half. Well, we have played 30 minutes of football and 30 more yet to come. At the intermission, our score, North Dakota 21, Kansas State 17. We'll be right back with the Farm Bureau Financial Services Agent's halftime show. This is the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
For fast and reliable veterinary diagnostics, trust the Kansas State Veterinary Diagnostic Laboratory at the KSU College of Vet Med. We perform tests for all species, including farm animals and pets. As the only nationally accredited lab in Kansas, our client care specialists are just a phone call or email away. We also offer on-farm disease consultations free for veterinary practitioners. Visit us at ksvdl.org. KSVDL, your trusted partner in animal health.
At Channel, we always show up for our farmers. Is that tar spot or rust?
Incoming!
Definitely rust.
Rick, how did you? Dropping in to check on your crop, Bill. Let's call your agronomist before that rust can hurt your yield.
That sounds great, but when did you learn to skydive?
Self-taught, Bill. Kind of a prodigy.
From personalized insights to year-round support, Channel Seed pros always show up. Visit channel.com to learn more. Channel, all in, all season. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Some things are better together, like burgers and fries, movies and popcorn, and auto and home insurance. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we'll help you bundle your auto and home coverage in one policy, saving you money. And if a storm hits and both are damaged, you'll pay a single deductible. Find an agent at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
At Capital Federal, your journey is our journey.
Yes!
Like seeing that first paycheck in your teenager's Simple Blue checking account. Or the pride of unlocking the front door to the new home you worked so hard for.
Congratulations!
And the new business owner celebrating the start of something extraordinary. Life is a journey filled with moments we learn from and moments that lift us. Every step forward, every tear of joy, every dream realized. That's what being True Blue means. Capital Federal, trusted for over 130 years. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Kansas State football all season long. This is K-State Wildcat football from Learfield.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
That is the sound of bacon sizzling, of fresh vegetables being chopped for a made-to-order omelet, and the grill being fired up for one of the juiciest burgers around. Hungry yet? Hy-Vee Market Grill is better than ever, with mouth-watering new menu items for breakfast and lunch. Whether you dine in, get it to go, or have it delivered, the best breakfast and lunch is at Hy-Vee Market Grill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
At intermission, North Dakota 21, the Wildcats 17. This is the Farm Bureau Financial Services Agent halftime show. For more than 85 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has built relationships first and protecting what matters most, and will continue to be there for now and in the future. It is your future. Let's protect it. Contact Farm Bureau agents Jacob Yoder in Marion, Brian Fillinger in Emporia and Cottonwood Falls, Michael Garman in Andover, Tim Van Dong in Salina, Luke Bauer in McPherson, and Matt Pickrell in Minneapolis. As we dig into the first 30 minutes with our first half recap presented by Kubota and Land Pride, visit KStateKubotaDealers.com for a participating dealer near you. Stan, a little bit of a surprise here, obviously, with K-State trailing 21-17 at halftime. Give North Dakota credit. They have played very well.
All the way around, North Dakota has played well, Wyatt. Physicality on defense. has forced K-State to become a passing team, and they've done well. K-State's 14 of 20, 212 yards passing by Avery Johnson and 2 touchdowns, but they're only 1 of 6 on third down. North Dakota playing great football. K-State's going to have to pick it up, trailing by 4 at the half.
That's a quick look at our first half recap presented by Kubota and Land Pride. Bud Light, proud sponsor of K-State Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Again at the break, 21-17 North Dakota. Brady Armstrong, Chief Development Officer for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Manhattan, will be joining us in a moment after a timeout. Our halftime show continues after this. This is the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
Just like every yard matters on the field, every moment matters with your health. At Stormont Vale Health, we combine expert teams, advanced treatments, and compassionate care right here at home. As a member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network, we bring world-class care to the Wildcat community because when it comes to your health, you deserve the best. Every play, every day. Learn more at stormontvale.org.
At Hogemeyer, our pride is homegrown. We are right here to serve these families and fields. Right here to fight through storms and surprises. Right here with smarter agronomics, better yield performance, and world-class corn and soybean products, backed by Corteva Agriscience. We'll always be loyal and local, so you, our neighbor, always get the right seed. Learn more at golocals.therightseed.com.
Big-time plays in the Little Apple. This is K-State Wildcat football from Learfield.
Need a second opinion? Look no further than Kate's Heating and Cooling. I was told that my 15-year-old furnace had a cracked heat exchanger by a local HVAC company. I wasn't convinced and wanted a second opinion, so I called Kate's, and I'm so glad I did. Their team conducted a thorough and professional free inspection with a combustion analyzer, and in 15 minutes, Kate saved me $14,000.
10-year manufacturer's warranty? Not here. With Kate's, you're covered for life. Kate's, where service makes the difference.
Kansas State football is brought to you by Equity Bank, where we never forget it's your money. Equity Bank, a bank built by business people for business people. Founded and based in Kansas with more than 30 locations in the Sunflower State. Our customers never pay ATM fees nationwide. Perfect for traveling this football season. Learn more at equitybank.com. And from all of us at Equity Bank, go Wildcats!
21-17 North Dakota at halftime. Welcome back to the Farm Bureau Financial Services Agent halftime show. For more than 85 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has been building relationships and protecting what matters most, and will continue to be here for you now and in the future. It's your future. Let's protect it. Contact Farm Bureau agents Russ Oddie in Overland Park, Jamie Eaton in Olathe, Kirk Peterson in Seneca, Rob Wareham in Holton, Larry Gluey in Burlington, Bill Shipley in Atchison, and Sean Snyder in Gardner. We're thrilled to be joined now by Brady Armstrong. He is the Chief Development Officer for the Boys and Girls Clubs here in Manhattan. It's great to see you, sir. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the booth. Well, folks right now might not know. Can you tell us what the Boys and Girls Club of Manhattan is all about and the impact that it has in the Manhattan community?
Yeah, it's a great question. We meet a lot of folks who might have heard of us but might not know all that we do. We're a full-service youth development organization, so we start serving kids as young as 6 weeks old and then all the way through high school graduation. We serve over 1,000 kids a year across Manhattan, Ogden, and Wamego.
Wow, that's impressive. Brady Armstrong is our guest. Well, you've been sharing about your Manhattan Needs Clubs Kids campaign. What does that mean, and how can people get involved?
Yeah, Manhattan Needs Club Kids is our campaign. We've really been focusing on, a lot of times we talk about the service that our club provides to parents and having a safe place for their kids to go, but this summer and into the fall, we're trying to really tell the story of our kids. We see them as the future of Manhattan. National surveys show that club kids are more likely to graduate high school with a plan for their career, are more likely to say that they feel the ability to make an impact in their community and live a healthy lifestyle. So we're really trying to tell those stories of our 1,000 kids that walk through our doors every day.
That's a lot of kids.
Yes, yes.
It's a lot of kids. And I'm here, you've got a fun event coming up, the Mini Golf Classic. When is it? How can people get involved and join in?
Yeah, the Mini Golf Classic will be September 28th. It's kind of a fun spin on your traditional golf fundraiser, so we wanted to make a family-friendly version. So folks can find us on our website at bgclubmanhattan.com or across all social media. We'd love to have you come out and see us at Wildcat Fun and Fitness on September 28th.
September 28th. If somebody has a question, can they get a hold of you guys somehow? If they can, tell us how to do
absolutely. Our website is bgclubmanhattan.com, or if you're listening and you want to take down my email, it's barmstrong@bgclubmanhattan.com. I'd love to chat about how you can get involved with the club.
Good luck with that mini golf classic. That should be great. And hey, continued success and great work.
Thanks very much.
Appreciate you having
us.
us.
Go Cats.
You betcha. Brady Armstrong, Chief Development Officer for the Boys and Girls Club of Manhattan. We appreciate his time at halftime. Well, time for a break now with the Cats trailing 21-17. This is the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Wildcats, what would you do with up to $75K to upgrade your irrigation game? Automate that tough corner of your farm, add remote monitoring, or finally swap out that old pivot? Valley Irrigation just kicked off a bold $100,000 grant backing growers with real plays. 2 big awards, 1 chance to turn your irrigation challenge into a game-winning drive. See the playbook at valleyirrigation.com/EMA. Just log in and grab an instant $50 Valley Parts or Service voucher. Here's the snap, valleyirrigation.com/EMA.
Preparation. It's the key to success on game day. And like your favorite Wildcats on the field, you need to be ready right from the opening kickoff. Cenex has your pregame routine covered. We've got your salty snacks, your sweet treats, ice-cold beverages to wash them down, and fresh tanks of propane to fire up the grill. Fuel your fandom at your local Cenex station. Wildcat Pride, powered locally.
Hey college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The Precision Ag Specialist. Call Heartland Soil Services.
Hi, I'm Landon Oldham with Heartland Soil Services. At Heartland Soil Services, our goal is to make your farm more efficient and more profitable through grid soil sampling, yield data management, and site-specific input recommendations. Call today and let's see how Heartland Soil Services can help you. And remember, unless you test, it's just a guess.
Every man a Wildcat. This is K-State Wildcat football from Learfield.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to K-State football. We're at the half of the first home game this year at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Stan Weber here in North Dakota, an FCS program playing the Wildcats for the first time ever. Leads at the half. It's North Dakota 21, K-State 17. Welcome back to the Farm Bureau Financial Services Agent Halftime Show. For more than 85 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has been building relationships and protecting what matters most. And we'll continue to be here for now and in the future. It's your future. Let's protect it. Contact Farm Bureau agents Kendra Barnes in Hoxie and Quinter, Dan Dinkel in Hayes, Jason Chancellor in Beloit, Lindsey Garber in Salina, and Jesse Giefer in Wellington. It's halftime. K-State trails by 4. Let's take a look at the first half stats. They're presented by Gills Point S Tires and Auto Service. Peerless Tire is now Gills Point S Tire and Auto Service. Same trusted faces, even better tire prices, plus easy online scheduling and a nationwide warranty. No stress with Gills Point S. Let's take a look at the first half stats. K-State in this ballgame has been a passing football team. They've thrown the ball 20 times, completed 14 for 212 yards, but running the football only 10 for 28 yards. Overall, K-State 30 plays, 240 yards, while North Dakota has 232 yards on 35 plays. 19 passes, completing 13 for 149 yards, and 16 rushes for 83 yards. Avery Johnson, 14 of 20, 212. Jace Brown, early in the game, catching passes everywhere, has 6 receptions, 81 yards, a touchdown of 44 yards. And North Dakota's quarterback, Jerry Kaminsky, has been very good in the first half, 12 of 18, 128 yards, and also rushing the football. He's done a good job with a 25-yard run and 2 touchdowns, one of them after a fumble. He dove on it in the end zone. We're at the half. K-State trails. Will the Wildcats be able to come back and get to work and get another home opening victory? We'll see right after this. Thanks for listening to the Farm Bureau Financial Services Agents Halftime Show. The second half kickoff is next. This is the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
Water hemp, Palmer amaranth, and giant ragweed. Left undisturbed, they will become the most dangerous foes to corn plants. But in the early season, these weeds are at their weakest. Now is the time. A predator lurks. Certain herbicide attacks, unleashing full residual power before weeds have a chance to emerge. Pre or early post-application, they are hopeless against such effective chemistry. Certain herbicide from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Whether you're cheering for the Wildcats or caring for your land, we know you're all in all season long. And Case IH compact and utility tractors are all in too. Mowing, digging, hauling, our equipment designed to meet the needs of America's farm fields makes caring for your home field easier. Your Case IH dealer can show you how our equipment can make this season a winning one. Case IH, built by farmers.
To the goal line, Wildcat touchdown.
This is K-State Wildcat football from Learfield.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
It's halftime with the Wildcats trailing North Dakota. Our score is 21-17. Matt Walters is our sideline reporter as always, and we check in with him now. Matt?
Wyatt, when's the last time you were, let's say, quietly angry?
Well, I'll have to think about that one.
Never happened for Wyatt.
Let's just, I wouldn't call it a slow burn. I would call it, you've got your grill kind of cranked up on high, but I could just feel it coming out of Chris Kleiman on his way down to the field out of the locker room. And he just said, Matt, it's a lack of discipline right now. We have got to tighten things up. We've got to become more disciplined. And he rattled off 5 or 6 of the first half issues. The head coach of the Cats is very unhappy, and rightfully so. At this point, he said, Matt, I can go for it on 4th and 3, but I can't keep going for it on 4th and 6. and so forth. So I think there's a sense of focus that needs to be in play, and we'll see if K-State can get some things turned around, because this is not what Chris Kleiman expected.
All right, we'll get Stan's thoughts on that in a moment, but we remind you we're set for half number 2, brought to you by the Sheet Metal Workers Local Union number 2. If you have mechanical skills and a good work ethic, the Sheet Metal Workers Local number 2 are hiring workers for their apprentice program. For information, Google Sheet Metal Workers Local number 2. Well, probably what he said didn't surprise you much.
All the time, these coaches need to be very efficient, and K-State coaches, being together as long as they have, really are able to make adjustments and learn from what happened in the first half. They get a smart group of players who are attentive to make some adjustments here and there and become a better football team in the second half. That can be said of any game. But it's even more likely, Wyatt, when you're playing against a first-year coach, first-time head coach, when they're playing their first game and they got a bunch of new players. There's no way you would know exactly how North Dakota was going to play today. That's why this halftime was much about what adjustments do we need to make. Not only intensity, energy, mistakes, all those things. No, strategy-wise, like here's the plays that they're running. Here's the reverse that they're going to try to run. Here's what the quarterback can do. Who knew what Jerry Kaminsky could do? There's hardly any tape of him playing for North Dakota, and all he has been is a dual-threat quarterback, throwing and running the football well tonight.
Sawyer Seidel back deep. He's joined back there by Dang Dang. And K-State will kick it off with Simon McClannon. This one is headed to the far side, and they will not try to field it as that one lands about 8 yards deep. So North Dakota will start 1st and 10 at its own 25. And just a recap, Kaminsky in that first half, 12 of 18 for 128 yards. And he just made a lot of plays with his head, his feet, his arm. Good leader, good player.
Yes, and only one sack strip by Cody Stufflebean allowed K-State to turn them away one time. They fumbled that time, but they have scored a touchdown on 50% of their first 6 possessions. This is a real tone setter. North Dakota has the lead and the ball to start the second half. Can the K-State defense really lock down like they haven't so far tonight?
That lead is 21-17, and the pressure on the Wildcat D. Here we go, third quarter. Thanks for being with us. From the 25, man in motion across the formation. Kaminsky turns, hands the ball off. Running play here. And it will be very little, if any, gain for Xavier Lay as Austin Romaine pulls him to the turf. No gain from the 25. It's second down and 10 yards to go.
Well, one time today, Austin Romaine overran a play and it ended up being a touchdown, but he's rarely done that. And this time he penetrated into the backfield, tripped the running back up. He was able to fall forward enough to gain about a foot, but good tackle in the line of scrimmage by Austin Romaine.
Tight formation here. Fleming comes to the left. You've got a tight end in the wing on the right. There's the snap. Here's the handoff working left side, and VJ Payne will make the stop at the 26-yard line on the ball carrier, trying to run to the left side. VJ snuffed that one out very, very quickly and made the hit on Xavier Lay from Troy, New York.
How about Joe Klanderman, defensive coordinator, deciding to blitz on that play and filling up all the gaps? You mentioned how quickly safety VJ Payne was there. He was there at the line of scrimmage to stuff the North Dakota running game.
So you've got a wing to the right, a wide receiver to the left, and now trips to the right side. Empty backfield for Kaminsky. He brings Lay in motion across the formation, back to the left and into the left slot. There's the throw to the far side, and it's incomplete. Good coverage by Justice Clemens at midfield as he was working against Corey Ty, a sophomore from Glen Ellen, Illinois. And he's had a very good ball game here tonight, but a 3-and-out right there.
Good
that 3-and-out brought to you by Big Iron Auctions, where equipment moves fast, just like the Cats defense. Big Iron hosts weekly online auctions for ag equipment, construction machinery, trucks, and more. All trusted sellers across the country. When you want it gone, Big Iron gets it done at bigiron.com. We await the punt. Luke Silvernail. Good high spinning kick. This will send Lockett back to the 21, 25, 30. Got a crease, 40. To the 43-yard line. Nice return by Sterling Lockett. He got a step there, and finally it was Pieper who pulled him down at the 13-28 mark here of the third. So the Wildcats have pretty good field position, down 21-17, and with the ball for the first time here in period number 3.
We've rarely seen Sterling Lockett return punts. He usually fair catches them. And K-State's been playing a lot of punt safe, leaving their defense in. The one time they had the punt return team out there, they ran on the punters. You know what they did this time? They didn't rush anybody. They set up the return, and it worked to give K-State the football at the 43-yard line.
Johnson in the first half was 14 of 20 for 212 yards and a couple of touchdowns. He has had multiple touchdown throwing games in his young career. There's the snap. They will hand it off, and this is Mo Weiss from the far left side to the right. He'll take it ahead to the 45-yard line for only 2 as Jai Martin made the tackle. It's 2nd down and 8 coming up for K-State from the 45.
A jet sweep to Adonis Mo Weiss, a true freshman. His second time he's run the football. Now, if Dylan Edwards were available, that was a play that he would be getting like he did in a bowl game against Rutgers.
K-State with the football and up to the line of scrimmage. The officials are trying to get everything set right here. Garrett Oakley, the tight end, will move to the left side as a wing, and now Jace Brown in the slot to the left. Avery surveys, gets the snap, hands the ball off. This is Joe Jackson, and Joe will take it ahead to almost the 48-yard line. Bennett Walker brings him down, and it will bring up 3rd down and 6 yards to go. K-State has rushed tonight for roughly 30 yards prior to that carry. They would like to get the run game going here a little bit more than they did in the first half. That's a clear and obvious statement, of course.
They've had different combinations in the offensive line. They go back to the group on the right side that started. Andrew Langang at right guard and Terrence Enos at right tackle.
Empty backfield, no Joe Jackson, and now he slides back in there from the right side. Trips left, wide receiver right. There's the snap. Avery to throw. A lot of pressure, and he gets it to the 43-yard line to J.B. Bradley, and that will be a 1st down at the 44. Bennett Walker brings him down right there. So we do have a Wildcat down, and that's, I believe, Terrence Enos, if I'm not mistaken.
Officials timeout for an injured player of the offense.
He is grabbing at his foot after Bradley's catch. That's the last thing the Wildcats need right now, trying to get him ingrained into this offense. But Enos being tended to at the moment.
Timeout on the field.
So we're going to take a timeout with them. 11:57 to go in the 3rd. Kansas State trailing 21-17. We're back to Bill Snyder Family Stadium in just a moment. This is the K-State Sports Network from Learfield. Success on game day starts with preparation and commitment. And when it comes to investing, you need to have a game plan too. Here are some stats you need to know. In 2024 alone, consumers lost $5.7 billion to investment scams. That's a 24% increase in losses since 2023. The Kansas Department of Insurance is here to help with a new website, smartinvestks.gov. Again, that's smartinvestks.gov. Have a game plan before you invest. Educate yourself on how to avoid scams at smartinvestks.gov.
It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. Sometimes it takes retraining your mind and body to get back in the game. At Salina Regional Sports Medicine, our comprehensive care includes education to prevent injuries and enhance sports performance. But when you're sidelined by injury and you need surgery or rehab, our focus is getting you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Every man a Wildcat. This is K-State Wildcat football from Learfield.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone or just taking a deep, calming breath to ground yourself. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
11:57 to go in the third. Kansas State trailing North Dakota 21-17. Did you know 1 in 5 Kansas kids don't know where their next meal will come from? And 1 in 10 Kansans are food insecure. The partners at Hunger Free Kansas want to change this. Learn more at hungerfreekansas.org. K-State football also brought to you by our friends at the Midwest Ford Dealers. Midwest Ford Dealers are driven by value, proud partner of the Kansas State Wildcats. Find your local Midwest Ford dealer at Ford.com. Well, after the break, it will be 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line for the Wildcats. And, of course, Enos was injured on that previous play. Gus Hawkins will now take over for the Wildcats at right tackle.
But that was a very efficient third down throw by Avery Johnson to the outside for J.B. Bradley.
Man in motion, Devon Rice out of the backfield to the left. We await the snap. Empty backfield for Avery. Looks to the right, throws that way, has his man at the 41, and that is Jace Brown with his 7th catch of the night. He's approaching 85 yards. He'll pick up on this play about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up with 11:35 to go in the third period. K-State right back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 7. Snap clock is at 22. Oakley in motion towards the formation from the far side. There's the snap to Avery Johnson. Hands it off. This is Joe Jackson. Jackson inside the 40 to the 38 for a gain of 3. And Jai Martin upends him right there. Took him off his feet. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for Kansas State from the 38-yard line.
Remember Matt talking to Chris Kleiman after the half when Coach Kleiman was stated to say, hey, I can't go for 4th and long. Well, now with 3rd and 4 at the 38-yard line in North Dakota, he's going to tell his offensive coordinator, you got 2 downs to make this. You will definitely get a 4th down if you don't make it on 3rd.
Hawkins remains in the game as the right tackle for the Wildcats. Bradley in motion towards the formation from the right. There's the snap. Johnson turns, fakes, runs right. 35, 30, 25, and out of bounds with a 1st down at the 24-yard line. That is a heck of a nice run. That's 13 or 14 yards for Avery Johnson, depending on the spot here on the near sideline.
Good little bootleg action, and out in front, blocking very easily was Garrett Oakley, so it became a speed play. No jukes or anything else, just fast down the right sideline for Avery Johnson, and he is fast.
Twin receivers each way, left and right. Braden Lofton off the line of scrimmage as a wing to the right side. Joe Jackson in motion. They fake it to him. Avery wants to throw, has his man, but overthrows Lofton just about the 3-yard line, and that's on target, that's 6.
Yeah, they go with receivers working further upfield and then kind of in their wake, Wyatt. Along the right sideline, you have a receiver running right behind those guys, but by 5 or 10 yards behind, and it is wide open. So Avery just had an overthrow there. Otherwise, with no one around, Braden Lofton would have walked into the end zone.
Jamiri Davis into the game. He'll go wide to the left, Bradley to the right. Brown in the slot, Joe Jackson in the slot to the right side. Empty backfield on 2nd and 10 from the 23. K-State down 21-17. Jackson will run wide here, 20, 15, and near the 1st down marker. Let's see if he's got it. It's very close, right on the mark. Martin makes the stop, and it will be a 1st down according to the official on the far side. He took it to the 13.
K-State's been a passing team, so even the running backs are lined up outside. But if they go in motion and come across, you can be able to run those jet sweeps and give the ball to the running back like I talked about you might do if Dylan Edwards is in. They do it this time with Joe Jackson, but it's good to go into that running action, making it look like it's a pass before the ball snapped.
Tibbs is back in the game, wide left. Now Brown in motion, right to left. K-State with a tight end in the wing on the right. There's the snap to Avery Johnson. Hands it off. This is a run to the left side, and it will be for Devon Rice, and Devon will take it to the 9 for a gain of 4. Nice run there by Devon Rice, youngster from Las Vegas Bishop Gorman High School. It will be a gain of 4 and 2nd down and 6 coming up.
K-State was a little bit quick getting to the line of scrimmage, Wyatt, in the middle part of this drive, which is good. You're behind. You want to play as many plays as possible, but now they're in the red zone. They're more methodical. Be careful. Everyone get on the same page. Not quite as much of a hurry.
Wildcats 2nd down and 6 from the 9. Avery Johnson is in the pistol. Rice remains the running back. Bradley in motion here, and here is Rice. Bounces it outside. He's got the edge. 5. Touchdown, Kansas State. Wow, we saw that terrific speed from Devon Rice there, and he gets into the end zone on the touchdown run for Kansas State. And the Wildcats are in front again. It's 23-21.
Devon Rice has his first TD run. The ball snapped on the left hash, Wyatt, and a play designed to go more up the middle. There was a big white wall of blockers, and he said, hey, I think I can bounce it out to the right, and then it became a speed game, and Devon Rice is fast. He goes in untouched from 9 yards to get his Wildcat scoring started, and K-State is back in front.
See about the extra point coming here. Luis Rodriguez, good snap and placement. The kick is on the way and right through there. So Kansas State has the lead back. It's now 24-21. We'll take a break. We're back with more in a moment on the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
It's estimated between now and 2050, we're going to add 1.7 billion people to the planet. The more people, the more energy. The United States is doing its part, rising to become the #1 oil and gas producing nation on Earth, all the while reducing our emissions year over year. And that makes sense here in Kansas, where it's mostly local producers that live in your own town. They care about your environment because it's their environment too. Do your own research at kansasstrong.com.
Tailgating is better with beef. It is the greatest place on earth during the greatest time. It's K-State football season. Make your tailgate unforgettable with the rich, flavorful taste of beef. Whether it be hamburgers, chilies, or mouth-watering steaks, beef provides a tailgating experience that's as bold as the game itself. Wildcat Nation knows that tailgating is better with beef. To beef up your next tailgate, visit kansasbeef.org.
Selling equipment or land? Don't risk it. Sell with Big Iron. With over 40 years of experience, our full-service team and competitive commission rates make it easy to get top dollar. We handle everything from marketing to closing, so you don't have to lift a finger. With over 800,000 registered bidders and more auctions than anyone else, your listing gets seen and sold. We've got local Big Iron reps right here in Kansas, and we're proud to support K-State Athletics. Call 800-937-3558 or visit bigiron.com today.
Children's Mercy has been taking care of kids like me for 125 years. That's why they're so good at it. With more than 8,600 caring experts, you'll always find someone who can help. Researchers are learning new ways to help us when we're sick. And if you're feeling really sad, scared, or anxious, they have new programs to keep us kids mentally strong too.
Built for kids.
Built for me.
.8:41 to go in the third. K-State leads 24-21. That scoring drive delivered by BriggsAuto.com since '79. Briggs Auto has been delivering winning deals and championship service. Buy, sell, or service your hometown dealer. BriggsAuto.com. 9-yard run by Rice. 10 plays, 57 yards, 447. And the Cats get it done in the red zone. That trip into the red zone brought to you by Case IH. You can visit Case IH or can equip with 8 locations. That's Case IH locations. That's a good drive and a good run by Devon Rice.
Well, K-State is getting it done completely to start the third quarter. Defense goes out, dominates, and gets quickly off the field, 3 and out, forces a punt, and then the offense goes down and drives 10 plays for a touchdown. Just the start K-State wanted.
No try for the return here as the Cats kick it into the end zone. Nicely done by the kickoff man tonight, Simon McClannon. Against Iowa State, he had 1 touchback in 4 tries. He's done even better than that here tonight. This is the Equity Bank broadcast booth. Equity Bank with more than 60 locations throughout Kansas. EquityBank.com. A little bit of light rain going on here at the stadium.
Can the defense go out and set the tone for a second straight drive and just say, hey, this third quarter is going to be completely different than the first half?
Kaminsky back to work. He's done most of the work as expected tonight.
Logan Bartley in at safety for K-State.
Young freshman from Florida. Empty backfield. Kaminsky looking. A little bit of pressure. Fires at far side, and it's over the head of the intended receiver. That intended receiver not really very open thanks to Logan Bartley. And that is Nathan Ramadka. He is a freshman at 230.
Good coverage all over the place, and the main thing is the K-State rush right now is consistently forcing a cup around the quarterback, and it just slowly converges on him. No chance to scramble, which he's shown a capability of doing. And in the pocket recently, he hasn't had as much success.
2nd down and 10 from the 25. Fakes the handoff. Kaminsky runs to the near side, and he'll take it to the 27 or 8. Logan Bartley pulls him down there, and it will bring up a 3rd down and 8 yards to go. K-State really kind of would love to have a 3-and-out right here, to say the very least, after just taking the lead. An Oldie Seed sideline update now.
Yeah, North Dakota going back to its first half bag of tricks. That play worked multiple times in the first half, but great discipline, great pressure there by Kansas State to nullify that play. It sets up 2nd and 8 with 8 to go here in the 3rd quarter. That's from the Oldie Seed sidelines.
27-yard line, 3rd down and 8 yards to go for Kaminsky and crew. We await the snap from the near hash. There it is. 3-step drop, looking right, firing far side, knocked away at the last instance. I do not see a flag, and that was Amarian Fortenberry. Nice play by Fortenberry for the Wildcats of Kansas State.
And you know what even makes that a better play, Wyatt? That was his first play in. He just ran in to the left cornerback position, and he had man-to-man on the outside, and on the curl route, he was right there. How about your first play in the secondary, and you get a pass breakup?
Silvernail will kick it away. He stands at his 12-yard line on 4th and 8. K-State with a lead of 24-21. High spinning kick. Well done again by Silvernail. This is Lockett with a fair catch at the 23-yard line. We remind you, brought to you by Intrust Bank, the official home of Wildcat credit and debit cards. Pay with pride only from Intrust Bank. Busy day, of course, in the Big 12. Texas Tech all over Arkansas Pine Bluff, 40-0. They're down under 2.5 minutes in the first half. BYU leading Portland State 35-0 in Provo. At 9 o'clock, Northern Arizona at Arizona State. Hawaii will be at Arizona tonight at 9:30, and at 10 on Fox, Utah and UCLA. That one could be an interesting one.
Yeah, Utah had such a disappointing season after being picked last year as a preseason favorite in the Big 12. Didn't even make a bowl game. So surprising. And now they're playing a UCLA team that struggled the last couple of years also in that late night slot.
We've lived that life, haven't we?
Yeah, I remember that BYU game.
Here's the throw outside right. This is Jace Brown to the 26-yard line. And that will be a gain of about 3 on the play. Bennett Walker makes the tackle, and Jace having a good night. That will be his 8th catch.
Yeah, he's crazy how often he's been able to catch the football tonight. But how about that defense? 3 playing out to start the half, gaining only 1 yard for North Dakota. And then the second possession, they gain only 2 yards and go 3 playing out.
For Jace, the 8 catches would be a career high, his previous high 6. 2nd down and 7. Avery Johnson to throw. Near side has his man. That is Lofton at the 30. Maybe to the 31. A couple of yards shy of the first. Zach Lewis makes sure he is down right here on the boundary. 6:50 to go in the 3rd. Kansas State 24-21 against North Dakota. Big crowd here tonight on opening night. There will be a drone show after the game. Fans sure looking forward to that. Lots of stuff going on this weekend, obviously. Next week, too, Army will be here. That will be fun with Fort Riley nearby. 3rd down and 2. See if the Cats can convert here. Brown in motion to the far side. Avery to throw it into the middle. Ball is caught. This is Bradley. 1st down 40 to the 42-yard line. Johnny Wiltshire makes the tackle. Good play there for the Wildcats, and they move the sticks again. 42-yard line is the line of scrimmage.
11-yard pass. Good decision right over the middle.
Running play here, Joe Jackson midfield and near a 1st down, but just shy at the 48.5-yard line. K-State really starting to maybe run it a little bit better now. Zach Lewis is the tackler.
And really some rhythm on the offense, getting to the line of scrimmage quickly after the completion on 3rd down.
Football at the 49-yard line in the visitors' territory. K-State has done a really good job of kind of taking control here in the 3rd to this point. Avery Johnson sends Joe Jackson now to his left. 2 receivers to the right. Play fake. Avery will run the ball. He's got an opening. 45-40. 35 and pulled down all the way down to the 34-yard line by Malachi McNeil. So he takes it to the 34. That's a gain of 15 yards for Avery Johnson.
One of the best scrambles because he scrambled right up the middle, Wyatt, and gained yardage quickly. He wasn't forced outside around everybody and run to the sideline. He ran right up the middle. You're very dangerous as a quarterback if you tuck the ball once in a while and head right up the middle, because you just drive the linebackers crazy as they're worried about the pass and they see you run by them.
So a 15-yard run sets the Cats up at the 34 of North Dakota. Twins each way, left and right. Hand off to Devon Rice, and he can run 30, 25, close to another first down. They'll mark him just shy of the 24-yard line. Ethan Bowl is the tackler, a gain of 9. How about the night that he is having? Devon Rice, good play.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of running up the middle, but mostly on the edge, jet sweep type of action and speed type plays. Devon Rice already with a touchdown, and they're a 9-yard run, effectively playing, especially here in the second half.
Oakley moves into a wing position on the left, inside of Tibbs, and 2 receivers to the right, Bradley and Jace Brown in the slot. Second down and a yard from the 25. Avery throws far side, open, Oakley 20, 15, and shoved out at around the 13-yard line. Boy, K-State's got it going right now as Bennett Walker makes the tackle. 13-yard line, and that means a 12-yard gain for Kansas State.
Good design by the Wildcats, and Avery Johnson really feeling comfortable throwing to a lot of different people.
K-State with the football. Here's a handoff to Devon. 10-5, Wildcat touchdown. Devon Rice, who's had a terrific night tonight, scores his second touchdown, and K-State's lead is now 30-21 with 3:41 to go here in the third.
2 straight drives with Devon Rice finishing it off, and this time the offensive line opened it up well enough that he could run right between the center guard position. How about Sam Heck, the center, moving to his left, walling off the linebacker and allowing Devon Rice to run right behind him, up the hash mark, into the end zone, untouched. 2 drives, 2 Devon Rice touchdowns here in the second half for K-State.
Extra point coming. Good snap and placement right down Broadway for Rodriguez, and Kansas State's lead is now 31-21. We will be heading to break here. That scoring drive delivered by BriggsAuto.com. Briggs Auto's been delivering winning deals and the championship service since '79. Buy-seller service, your hometown dealer, BriggsAuto.com. 8 plays, 77 yards, 3 minutes and 58 seconds. Back in a moment on the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
Do you have a reason to smile? If you have healthy teeth, you definitely do. And if you're covered by Delta Dental of Kansas, you have another reason to smile. Delta Dental of Kansas has many fabulous dental insurance coverage plans with a range of options to fit your life. You decide what you need. The whole process is so super easy. Plus, Delta Dental has the largest network of dentists in the entire nation. Yep, another reason to smile. Go to deltadentalks.com and click on Shop for Insurance to get started.
At Hogemeyer, our pride is homegrown. We are right here to serve these families and fields. Right here to fight through storms and surprises. Right here with smarter agronomics, better yield performance, and world-class corn and soybean products, backed by Corteva Agriscience. We'll always be loyal and local, so you, our neighbor, always get the right seed. Learn more at golocals.therightseed.com.
This is K-State Wildcat football from Learfield.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs. It's probably the best thing to do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
You say you'd never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, know it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Cats with 374 yards now in total offense and a 10-point 31-21 lead with 3:41 to go third quarter. Upgrade your fleet with Purple Wave. Auction, no reserve online auctions. Quality equipment, transparent process. Bid now at purplewave.com. Nationwide, visit purplewave.com today. And Wildcat fans, you deserve the best. Stormont-Vail Health, a proud partner of K-State Athletics, delivers expert care close to home. Visit stormontvale.org and start your best journey today. Cats to kick it with Simon McClannon. He's had a good night, has it teed up at the 35. Will kick it from north to south, left to right. This one is another bomb and no try on the return. Touchback and K-State up 10, and they'll look now for their defense. They've played good, solid offense and defense, Stan Weber, of the Cats in this third quarter.
That defense set the tone. 3 quick plays and out. No chance for North Dakota to think about getting a first down, and then he did it again. Great start for them, and then the offense has gone down the field and really cranked it up, running and passing, balancing the offense right now and unleashing it. Devon Rice as a compliment back. He has grown up, he and Joe Jackson playing and getting the carries because Dylan Edwards, again, not available for K-State.
Combined, Jackson and Rice with 14 carries for 86 yards and a couple of scores. Running play here to the far side, and boy, what a play here. The stop made by Daniel Cobbs, and the loss is back to the 22, a loss of 3 on a stretch run to the far side right. Very nice defense by Daniel Cobbs, and he can run, there's no doubt about it, and he got very quickly to the ball carrier, Christian Hoskins, out of the slot.
How about his first tackle of the year being a tackle for loss? So now we're looking at negative net yards for North Dakota so far in the second half.
We await the snap, and there it is. They fake the handoff and to the backside, and another tackle for loss at the 20, this time by VJ Payne. They tried to get the man on the edge on the far side, and VJ was having none of it. It's another loss. It will be 3rd down and 15 from the 20-yard line, and K-State's defense is pumped up at the moment.
Well, you can run a reverse, and that may work. You could try to run a reverse again, and sometimes it'll work. But why? You try it 3 times, there's no chance. That's the same type of play they tried to get to Corey Ty, and this time the speedster VJ Payne ran him down.
Yeah, Ty's been good tonight, but not there. 3rd and long. Kaminsky has thrown for 128. Changing the play. Snap clock is at 3, and now 2, and now 1, and there's the snap. He just got it off. Kaminsky under pressure. Down he goes, and there he is, Toby Osinsami. And do the dance, Toby. You deserve it there. That loss all the way back to the 7 or 8 yard line.
He recovered a fumble earlier after Cody Stufflebean made a sack, but this time he just barreled inside of the offensive lineman. No chance to stop him. He was a freight train with the offensive lineman still touching him as he ran right over the quarterback all the way back to the 12-yard line, a negative 13-yard possession.
How about that? Good snap. Here's the punt by Silvernail. This one not as high, and the ball is caught by Lockett, and he is hit and dropped in the vicinity of the 45 or 46-yard line by Malachi McNeil, a good player. 1:33 to go here in the period. K-State on top 31-21, and an Oldie Seed sideline update.
Well, you feel that the pendulum has swung definitely K-State's way, guys. It took almost 3 quarters, but in the last possession by the offense and that possession there by the defense, you're seeing some emotion now, some life, some energy, some pizzazz. This K-State team has now awakened, but it took until late in the third quarter. Cats up by 10, and with the football, that's from the Oldie Seed sidelines. Oldie Seed, your proud Kansas family-owned seed company.
It's 2 halves of football. We know that, Wyatt. And also, the halftime adjustments were a big deal because there were so many surprises that North Dakota was going to bring. You make some adjustments and say, okay, now we know how to defend this. We know how to attack this on offense, and K-State's doing it here in the third quarter.
Wildcat center is Sam Hecht. He'll snap it to Avery Johnson and does. Avery fakes to the back, rolls to the right, throws, and the ball caught and taken to the 45-yard line. Actually, that's going to be a loss of a play on the play of a yard by Jace Brown, and Wilshire makes the stop. So it will be 2nd down and 11.
Johnny Wilshire has done a nice job on defense tonight for North Dakota. That time right there waiting without interfering and makes a tackle for a 1-yard loss on a pass to Jace Brown.
North Dakota has had negative yardage in the third quarter, and K-State has jumped on them, outscored them 14-0 in this period, and lead by 10, 31-21. We're in the final minute of the said third period. Play fake here. Avery winds up, looking deep downfield with a penalty flag down, and the ball is picked off. That is intercepted by Zach Lewis, and we'll see about the flag.
They might have a hold. They might call holding or pass interference. It's not the guy who intercepted a pass. That's the safety who came over. But Bennett Walker might be called.
Pass interference, defense number 10, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
They're calling it against Walker, so good call, Stan.
Walker was playing man-to-man defense, but over the top, the free safety, Zach Lewis, we'd said in pregame, he's very good. He came over and intercepted that pass nicely, jumping in the air, but it didn't matter because there's a 15-yard penalty against North Dakota.
So they'll spot the ball at the UND 40-yard line. 48 seconds left in the third. K-State by 10, 31-21, and huddled up at the 45. They break huddle. Jace Brown will go wide to the left, two receivers to the right. You've got Ancio in the game as a wing on the left side. And by the way, K-State's got their right tackle back in Terrence Enos, and here's a running play, Joe Jackson, and he'll power forward. Very close to the 36-yard line as Wilshire makes the stop. That's a gain of almost 4 on the play.
I've been saying North Dakota so many times tonight, Wyatt, that you just wonder, why don't you say the Fighting Hawks? It just doesn't seem like they're the Fighting Hawks to me because forever they were the Fighting Sioux.
Correct.
But they changed in 2012, so I got to get used to saying the Fighting Hawks.
Yep. They're used to it now. We're not, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's the first time K-State's played them in football.
Second down and 6 from the 36-yard line. Man in motion. That's Adonis Moise, and here's Avery rolling right, throwing that way, sliding try and incomplete at the 17 for Oakley. Really fine effort. Pass seemed to be a little bit behind him maybe, and boy, he was putting on the brakes and sliding to try to hang in there, but just couldn't come up with it.
Well, that's where Oakley will say, as he's running from left to right, I wish I could have gained body control and just caught this thing because I'm wide open. And it's where Avery says, nah, it's on me. I threw the ball where it came down to your lower body. If I would have just put a little more oomph on it, you could have easily caught it. Man, he was wide open. The offensive line is doing a better job of protecting Avery Johnson. Remember the first half? He was getting hit, and he had very little time. That has not been occurring here in the second half.
Oakley had 5 catches against Iowa State last week on 5 targets, so he was good. Third down and 6. Here's the snap. Oh, there's a ball on the turf, and K-State will cover it. And this will be Moise, but the loss is all the way back to the 47-yard line. That one got away from Avery, and he scrambled and kind of batted at the ball. And K-State's Moise has it, but K-State will have to punt on 4th and 27 after the loss. And that will end the third quarter. We head to the fourth. Kansas State 31, North Dakota 21. Back after this on the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
Right here in Kansas, Kubota and Land Pride are turning ingenuity into equipment. We have a lineup built to serve the thousands of communities we're a part of by turning fields into farms, dirt into subdivisions, land into legacies. We build equipment the right way so you can build a better life out there. Kubota, Land Pride, and the Wildcats, a winning combination. Visit KStateKubotaDealers.com for a participating dealer.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
The Precision Ag Specialist. Call Heartland Soil Services.
Hi, I'm Landon Oldham with Heartland Soil Services. At Heartland Soil Services, our goal is to make your farm more efficient and more profitable through grid soil sampling, yield data management, and site-specific input recommendations. Call today and let's see how Heartland Soil Services can help you. And remember, unless you test, it's just a guess.
Big news! Peerless Tires for Less is now Gills Point S Tire and Auto Service. Same trusted team, same quick tire service, now with even better tire value, a nationwide warranty, and easy financing options to fit your budget. Plus, every set of tires you buy comes with free flat repairs, rotations, air checks, and inspections to keep you rolling worry-free. Visit your local Peerless store, now Gills Point S Tire and Auto Service, or shop and schedule online at gillspointstire.com.
Wildcats lead as we head to the fourth quarter on opening night at home. 31-21 is our score. K-State football brought to you by Kansas Corn. Kansas corn farmers are innovating to sustainably feed and fuel Kansas and beyond. Learn how Kansas corn works for the future of corn through market development, education, research, and more at kscorn.com. Just about a minute before we start this fourth quarter, K-State really pretty dominant, staying in that third. Negative yardage for UND, and K-State now with 360 yards on the night, 106 rush, 254 pass. Avery Johnson throwing for all of those yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, until that 17-yard fumble backwards that they jumped on to not allow to be a turnover, the offense has done a good job in their previous two possessions. Third one was looking okay, got into North Dakota territory, but now they're going to have to go out and punt. But the defense, like you said, 9 plays, 3 drives, 3 punts, complete domination, and didn't take very long to get them off the field so the K-State offense could get out there. So dominating defense sets the tone here in the third quarter. Offense continue to throw the ball, but now getting some running game. First punt of the second half for K-State, but they have taken control after making good halftime adjustments.
Zach Lewis from Chandler, Arizona, and a transfer from Northern Arizona back for this punt. It is 12, and McClellan gets it away. Spinning kick, and the catch is made, and a broken tackle. 15, 20, 25, still spinning, and to about the 27 or 8 yard line goes Nate Lewis. Stop from Mason Olguin, who snapped the ball.
You don't see many guys catch the punt near the 10-yard line and not call a fair catch. I think K-State was caught off guard a little bit, and all of a sudden he's running up the middle, breaking a tackle, and took it all the way out to the 29-yard line.
Lewis has been a really good player for North Dakota,
which is the best field position Wyatt they've had the whole second half. That's pretty good for K-State's defense, isn't it?
9 first downs in that third quarter for K-State, 0 for North Dakota. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Kaminsky awaits the snap. Single setback. Running play here straight ahead, and this is Seidel, and he's hit by Amarian Fortenberry at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
So Fortenberry getting into the rotation now as K-State continues to grow the guys that they'll put on the field on defense.
Headed to the far side, wide receiver B.J. Fleming. One receiver also to the right side with a wing to the left. Man in motion, far side. Back to throw. Kaminsky. He fires far side, and that is a big catch there, and that is Ramaka. And he will have a first down as Zayshawn Rich pulls him down, but not before he gets to the Kansas State 46-yard line.
First down of the second half for North Dakota. First time they crossed the 50, and he threw the ball underneath the cornerbacks, falling back in a zone. A really nice throw by Jerry Kaminsky.
He's a good one. So they have the football in K-State territory. It's still a 10-point game, and 13:40 to go. They're very much, in their minds, a part of it. Can't hardly argue with them. There's the snap. Swing pass near side. And that's a great play there by Quay Moss for the loss back to near midfield, a loss of about 4. Stanley read that one perfectly after the quick catch. Not much that young man Corey Ty could do there.
They threw the ball down the line, but behind the line of scrimmage, and Corey Ty was not running upfield when he caught it, and Quay Moss read it and just, that looked like a rodeo wrap-up right there, Wyatt. You're a rodeo expert. What did he just do? Tie him up and pull him down, and what's that roping technique called?
We'll get back to that. Man in motion. Back to throw. They're going to screen it into the middle. K-State will read it, but a missed tackle there. Zayshawn Rich had him momentarily, and the ball taken all the way to the Wildcat 44-yard line for a gain of 9.
Job a Cowboy. That steer is running. I hook him. I rope him. Then I run up there. And what do you do when you tackle him and tie him up? What's that called?
2 loops and a half hitch, buddy.
Okay. Hey.
Loop, loop, half hitch.
Okay. That's what he did. Quay Moss did on the previous play.
Third down and 8.
Never heard that before.
44-yard line of the Cats. You've never heard of that?
And not that specific. That was really, really well done.
Here's Kaminsky. He's thrown for 151. There's the snap. Hands the ball off, and this is Seidelin. He breaks a tackle, but he's buried at the 42-yard line. Gain of a couple on the play as Jordan Allen makes the stop. Never called Jordan's name tonight, but he's playing good football for the Wildcats early on in this young season. Under 12 minutes to go. K-State 31-21 against North Dakota.
But it's 4th down and go for it time for North Dakota. Their first possession they've had any life, and now it's 4th and 6 in K-State territory.
Trips to the left, tight end on the right. Kaminsky. K-State will try to get after him. They throw to the far side, and it is caught, and it will be a first down. Out of bounds is B.J. Fleming. Fleming takes it to the Kansas State 34.
Good throw. K-State's defender was behind him on the out route on the left side, and the ball had to be placed perfectly out in front of the receiver and ahead of the K-State defender, Quay Moss, and it was done. Kaminsky makes a nice pass, and they convert on 4th down to the K-State 34.
8 yards for Fleming. First down at the 34-yard line with 11:11 to go. This will be the 7th play of the drive. 4 of the first 6 throwing the ball. Kaminsky. What will he do here? From the far hash, there's the snap. Here come the Cats. A little bit of pressure into the middle and incomplete. That pass coverage from Justice Clemens working against Corey Ty.
Pressure means a K-State blitz. And so when they blitz, you throw the ball over the middle, and it was right on the fingertips of the receiver, Corey Ty. That's a drop. He only had a half step on the K-State defender, but the quarterback couldn't have done a better job. That would have been easily a first down and maybe getting close to the goal line, but a drop by North Dakota means it's 2nd and 10.
From the 34-yard line of the Cats, here's Kaminsky looking. A little bit of pressure, steps up, fires, ball caught at the 25-yard line and taken down to near the 22. Good catch there. Desmond Purnell is going to make the stop this time for Kansas State against Hayden Stay, the junior tight end at 6'4".
First time in the second half that we've seen a quarterback able to step up. Remember, I've talked about the rush being a cup and not allowing him to get outside the pocket. This time he stepped through, and that allowed him to see the tight end. Why, when you're a quarterback and you can step up and the tight end's right in front of you, it's like a dart, an easy throw.
Van Wy into the game for Austin Romaine, who's hurting a little bit on the sideline. Kaminsky throws deep, has his man, and to his back to the goal line, making the catch for a touchdown is Corey Ty. Boy, he's had a big night.
K-State let him run from the right slot wide open. There was a miscommunication there. Why, when he caught the ball, the Cats reacting were still 5 yards away. He had a free run. As soon as the ball was snapped within 2 steps, I go, oh, Corey Ty, number 15, is wide open. Quarterback Kaminsky saw it, threw the ball. He caught the ball at the goal line. He was falling backwards, and North Dakota has their first good possession of the second half and score a touchdown in the 4th quarter.
Very nice drive, and the extra point is good. 9 plays, 71 yards, 4:35, and that makes it 31-28. We're back with more in just a moment. This is the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we'll help you bundle your auto and home coverage, saving you money and time. Find us at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Jacob Yoder in Marion, Brian Fillinger in Emporia and Cottonwood Falls, Michael Garman in Andover, Tim Van Dong in Salina, Luke Bauer in McPherson, and Matt Pickrell in Minneapolis.
Children's Mercy has been treating kids like me for 125 years. They've got the best care around, including a surgery center that is one of the best in the whole country. And Children's Mercy is always coming up with new ideas to help us feel better, like an app to watch babies' hearts at home. And if a kid needs a new heart, liver, or kidney, Children's Mercy is where you can go for transplants too.
Built for kids.
Built for me.
This is K-State Wildcat football from Learfield.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Put your phone on D&D, that means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D, that means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Back on the Equity Bank broadcast booth, Wildcat football brought to you by Equity Bank, a bank born and based in Kansas with locations throughout the Sunflower State. Learn more at equitybank.com. Go Cats. That scoring drive delivered by BriggsAuto.com. Since 1979, Briggs Auto has been delivering winning deals and championship service. Buy, sell, or service your hometown dealer, BriggsAuto.com. Well, we'll look at the numbers here, and a good drive. They had 4 first downs, 22-yard touchdown pass, 9:71, 4 minutes and 35 seconds, and that is a touchback. Farm Bureau Financial Services protects your future with insurance and financial planning all in one place. Visit fbfs.com/protect today. It's your future. Let's protect it. And an oldie seed sideline update.
On the touchdown, miscommunication between Daniel Cobbs and Justice Clemens. Cobbs did come over the top, wide open, touchdown, North Dakota, a 3-point ball game.
And we head to another break. 10-12 to go. K-State by 3, 31-28 on the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
Partner with a financial institution that understands your drive, realizes your potential, and is with you every step of the way. A group that empowers your bold mindset and tailors business banking solutions for your company, no matter the size. Work with our team of trusted advisors who provide guidance in a one-on-one business banking relationship, because your business deserves to be bold. Business, banking, bold.
Ameritrust Credit Union is the official financial well-being partner of K-State Athletics.
It all starts with a tag. Identifying each animal allows you to better manage the entire herd. And when you're ready to take the next step, trust Allflex Custom ID tags with crisp, clean, permanent laser ink marking, and place a proud brand on your tags to mark your legacy. When you think ID, think Allflex, because you can't manage what you can't identify. We help you bring it all together.
Just like Coach Kleiman and his coaching staff place their best players in the right positions for success, so does the Brush Group, with our multi-company marketing team of Sun Graphics, Dunleavy Litho, and Brush Art Corporation. Sun Graphics is the proud printing partner of Kansas State Athletics and is known for marketing support that is nothing short of exceptional. Make sure you're scoring a touchdown with all your marketing efforts by contacting Sun Graphics today. Proud sponsor of Kansas State Athletics.
Farmers continue to put a high value into the Oldie Know-to-Grow research program. Throughout Kansas, we're delivering hybrids and varieties that work in the diverse Kansas conditions. The Know-to-Grow research program continues to deliver key products that help farmers thrive in the extreme Kansas growing environment that we all know is home. Oldie Seed is your Kansas-based family-owned company. This season, plant smarter, yield bigger. Proud sponsor of Kansas State Football.
10 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Kansas State with pressure on the offense and the ball back, leading 31-28 here in the fourth. Wilson Trailer Company, providing quality products and services since 1890. Whether you're buying a trailer, seeking parts or service, or looking for an answer to a question, visit online at wilsontrailer.com. Avery Johnson back to work. He's thrown 2 touchdowns tonight. He's 21 of 29 for 254 yards. Empty backfield from the 25. Wildcats back to work wearing the white unis. Here's the throw. Chase Brown has it near the 33-yard line, just a couple of yards shy of the first down. Long throw, good throw by Avery, and Antonio Blewett, a returning starter, although not in the starting lineup tonight, makes the tackle.
Just a solid first down play. Very easy. Throw a quick out and pick up 8 yards.
To the 33-yard line. Johnson surveys a 4-man front. There's the snap. Here's the handoff. K-State will run the ball, and not much here. No gain at all for Devon Rice as Dengrowski makes the tackle.
He made the tackle by grabbing his waist and throwing him backwards, not letting him gain the forward momentum, and this brings up a big 3rd down and 2.
Yeah. Maybe the biggest in the game.
Because K-State had a 2-score lead just snap of the fingers ago, right? Now you're 3rd and 2. After a first down play of 8 yards, you felt very good. But here's when a little nervousness can come in.
No doubt. Avery Johnson surveys. Chase Brown in motion to the right side. There's the snap. Avery bobbles a moment, throws it far side, and the ball is incomplete. Thrown a little bit low, and Nolan knocked it away from Chase Brown, and K-State is going to send on the punt team. It is 4th and 2 from the 33-yard line.
Well, Chase Brown was past the first down marker when he looked like he was going to catch it, but that was a physical tackle. The ball was a little bit behind him, but a big-time hit by Grant Nolan knocked the ball away. He did not survive the ground on the catch. It rolls away, and K-State sends their punt team out.
Zach Lewis back at the 25-yard line, and he's a dangerous guy in the return game. K-State to punt it. Simon McClannon. Kick away. Not real high. Wobbly kick. Fielded at the 27. Lewis goes down at the 30. Excellent coverage by the Wildcats. And Jaden Rowe makes the stop, and that will send us to a break. Exactly 9 minutes to go. K-State leads 31-28. This is the K-State Sports Network from Learfield. Kansas State Athletics is proud to partner with the Drive to Zero Coalition, who invite you to join Wildcat fans with a plan. It's this simple. Plan ahead and designate a sober driver. Hop on Safe Ride or use your favorite rideshare app. Together, Wildcat fans with a plan can prevent serious crash injuries and fatalities. This message is brought to you by the Kansas Department of Transportation and all of the victims of impaired driving crashes.
Hey, Wildcat fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to K-State football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the K-State Wildcats. Let's go, Wildcats! SeatGeek.
Whether you're digging a pond, clearing brush, grading property, or doing demo, Foley Equipment, your local Caterpillar dealer, is your one-stop shop. Buy or rent, Foley Equipment has the machines you need to get the job done. And right now, Foley has 0% financing on new cat skid steers, mini excavators, and compact track loaders. Stop by any Foley Equipment location today or visit us at FoleyEQ.com. That's FoleyEQ.com.
9 minutes to go. Wildcats by 3, 31-28. Hey, keep that Wildcat spirit alive by joining the K-State Alumni Association. Give back in amazing member benefits. Stay connected. Become a member today. For details, visit k-state.com. Royals won tonight. They beat the Tigers 3-1. Don Free, who had seen a lot of Royals baseball in his life, said that Bobby Witt homered in the bottom of the 8th, a 2-run shot to win the ball game. So, way to go, Royals. Well, K-State with 9 minutes to go and up 3. Over 5,000 games, Donnie? Wow.
Don Free, a legend, with Denny Matthews calling a home run late in the game.
Yes.
And Don making him sound perfect.
Always. Well, K-State right now, if you look at this, they score to get back to within 3. K-State has a 3-and-out, and now here you go. You hand it back to Kaminsky, who has thrown for 193 yards and a score. They really didn't do anything in the third, but that drive in the fourth made it made it a tight ball game again.
Well, there's a chess game going on. You think about baseball, and they pitch you a certain way, and then you change and hit it, and then they change how they pitch you. Well, at half, K-State able to say, here's what North Dakota State's doing against us, and they completely shut them down, right? 3 possessions, no yardage in the third quarter, but North Dakota learned from what K-State was doing and said, okay, here's our reaction, and it was a touchdown drive.
They fake it to Lay, throw it to the far side. It's caught to the 35 and maybe close to the 36-yard line. Daniel Cobbs will make the hit on the tight end, Hafer.
That goes back to where they started. They have not done this for a while. They had so much success early in the game, bootlegging it and throwing it into the flat. They go back to there and gain 6 yards on that first play.
So 2nd down and 4 from the 36-yard line. Back up to the line of scrimmage for Hafer. That's his first catch. They've thrown towards him a couple of different times. 2nd and 4. Man in motion near side. They fake to the back again. Kaminsky will run, and he's pulled down. The bottom of that pile is Austin Romaine, and he makes the stop at the 38-yard line. Boy, big call here. Big play, too. 3rd and 2 from the 38.
Even when Romaine's being blocked, he still makes a wall and forces the quarterback to fall forward. Now it's 2 yards. It's 3rd and 2, and what is the mindset of head coach Eric Schmidt? Does he think that this is 2-down territory for his upset-minded North Dakota Fighting Hawks? K-State would like to drive them back here. Don't let them gain any yardage and force them to punt.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, wing to the right side. K-State showing blitz. Man in motion. They'll run the football left side, and across the 40 to the 43-yard line is Xavier Lay, and he's got the 1st and 10. So they move the sticks at the 43-yard line.
K-State tried to blitz, tried to cause a negative play, but the left side of the offensive line did a great job. Green jerseys just moving forward slowly. It made it very easy for Xavier Lay to pick up a 1st down.
Cats led 31-21. Now it's 31-28 with 7:10 to go. Kaminsky back to work. Almost 200 passing yards. He's 1 yard shy and sends a man in motion. Running play here, and Lay will be swallowed up, but he'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Des Purnell makes the stop just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll call it a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, this crowd is so nervous right now, Wyatt.
No doubt.
6:40 and counting down with North Dakota. We saw in the first half when they got some offensive rhythm, they really had offensive rhythm, and they're showing hints of that now.
Seidel is in at running back, replacing Lay. Right near midfield.
He saw K-State blitz by some of the action of guys, and he audibilizes here.
2nd and 8 from the 45. Kaminsky set to go. Will K-State still blitz? Running play. No, they're going to throw it. Play action. He has his man on the side, but it's incomplete. Daniel Cobbs knocked it away from the receiver. That receiver, Corey Ty, has had a big night, but nothing there.
Well, Joe Klanderman forced that audible, and instead of gaining 4 or 5 yards and kind of putting themselves in medium 3rd down range with 2 downs, said, okay, we want you to do something like go for the big shot. We believe in our guys downfield. So that incompletion now means it's 3rd and 8, advantage defense.
Stufflebean into the game, Tobiosen Sami into the game.
And the crowd's getting into it.
No doubt. Fleming goes wide left, 2 receivers to the right, 6:13 to go. Cats by 3, 3rd and 8 for North Dakota from the 45. Kaminsky to throw, far side. That ball is caught, sliding try at the 45-yard line, and that will be the aforementioned B.J. Fleming, the junior at 6 foot and 180, and another 1st down for North Dakota.
A little bit of off coverage by the Wildcats. Zayshawn Rich, he thought he had underneath help, but they didn't get there in time. The ball was thrown quickly past the 1st down marker. Great read and throw by Kaminsky. Moves the ball past the 50-yard line.
So at the Wildcat 46, 1st down and 10 yards to go. North Dakota in their opening game in the Eric Schmidt era, and they're playing with Kansas State. Play fake. Kaminsky wants to throw. Fires deep, has a man out there, and that ball is knocked away and a flag down. You could see that one coming. Zayshawn Rich was back there. Wesley Fair was back there. And the flag over on the far side at the 7-yard line.
At the 7-yard line in the NFL, the ball would be placed at the 7, a spot foul. Not in college football. The maximum penalty on pass interference is 15 yards, so the ball will be at the 30.
Defense number 25, 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Kaminsky had time and chucked it deep and had his man out there, but the penalty stop the play. The intended receiver was B.J. Fleming, and again the ball to be marked officially at the 31, and it will make it first down and 10. Nail-biting time here at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. 5:29 to go. K-State clinging to a 31-28 lead.
Put a lot of air under that ball with his receiver out in front, allowed K-State to catch him up, but they couldn't play on the ball and just interfered.
Man in motion to the far side left. They fake to the back. Kaminsky wants to throw. Swings it far side to Seidel. Seidel breaks a tackle. 25 down the sideline. Let's see how far they give him. He's right near the first down mark, near the 20. Austin Romaine runs him out. Really nice play by Seidel. It will be a first down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, what surprises you, Wyatt, the ball was thrown kind of down the line of scrimmage, and there was a chance for a tackle right there by Desmond Purnell, and he didn't get it done. He missed the tackle. And after that, there was sideline area to run upfield by Sawyer Seidel, who's been a thorn in K-State's side, and he takes it all the way down to the 20-yard line.
So they're going to mark him officially at the 21, so we'll call it that. First and 10 at the 21. Ball far hash. Man in motion, Ty. Here's the handoff, and maybe a gain of a yard to the 20, and then pushed back as Seidel by Austin Romaine. Good player. Under 5 to go now. K-State's lead is 31-28, trying to get to 1-1 after losing in Ireland last week. 24-21, another tight one here in week 1, which is, remember now, last week was week 0 for the Cats.
They tried to move the ball right at the middle, but remember, White, this is a place to try to strike and throw into the end zone at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 9 from the 20. Kaminsky is thrown for 219 and a score. He's thrown it 32 times, converting 21 of those. Hands the ball off, and this is Seidel. 10-5, touchdown, North Dakota. Wow, that is a big-time touchdown there, and Seidel has had a big night. UND on top, 34-31.
2 straight drives, and again they go right up the middle, right up the hash mark. And I've said Sawyer Seidel's been a thorn in the side of K-State. He walks in for a touchdown from 20 yards in North Dakota in a game that's gone back and forth, has come back from 10 points down, Wyatt, to take the lead.
Big extra point here. We'll see if they can knock it through. Kick is on the way, and it is good. So North Dakota now leads. The score is 35-31.
9 plays with balance in their offense, Wyatt. Running and passing. 2 straight drives they've done. Unbelievable work. 69 yards and 70 yards. And we've seen that earlier in the ball game, that they went 3 and out a couple of times, but when they didn't go 3 and out, they really got a rhythm. And Kaminsky's done an absolutely great job at quarterback. K-State's defense on their heels now, and K-State's offense with 4:19 left. It will get on the field behind.
That scoring drive delivered by BriggsAuto.com. Since '79, Briggs Auto has been delivering winning deals and championship service. Buy, sell, or service your hometown dealer, BriggsAuto.com. 9 plays, 70 yards, 441. The final 20 yards on the run by Sawyer Seidel. Think about this. 5 first downs. They rushed 5 times for 29. They passed 4 times, converting 3 of the 4 for 26 yards. Again, 9 for 70 in almost 5 minutes, and K-State trails by 4. Here's Nornberg with the ball at the 8. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Look out, he needs a block. Stumbles at the 40 and will go down at the 44. That was about an eyelash from a house job. Avery Scott knocked him down.
Best return we've seen from the Wildcats since we've seen Bryce Nornberg return. That ball was very short. And K-State blocked it up, going from right to left. He was able to go upfield, got flipped, but he gives K-State good field position with 4:12 left.
So at the 44-yard line, Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 from right there. We'll check the Big 12 scores for you here in just a little bit. K-State back to work. Avery Johnson the snap, throws to the far side. This is Jace Brown, and he'll stumble forward to the 48. Not a great spot, but a gain of about 4. Montre Samuel Parker makes the stop. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification, this is K-State football. From the 48-yard line, That was a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. K-State nearing midfield and needing a touchdown with 3:35 to go, trailing 35-31. Ancio in motion to the right. There's the snap to Avery Johnson. Fakes to the back, runs to the 50-yard line, to the 45, and hit out of bounds at around the 42. Nice play there. And the stop from Grant Nolan. K-State will move the sticks. We go downstairs courtesy of Oldie Seas.
I don't know if you noticed it, guys, but Will Ancio saw something, turned back, set it to Avery, and then Avery made an audible, changed the play, and that's where his run took him around the left side. So had he moved by a couple of guys there from the Wichita area, that's from the Oldie Seed sidelines.
3:08 to go. Wildcats trailing 35-31. From the 42, near hash. Johnson, empty backfield, trips to the right, twins to the left. Avery holds his hands up near his face. There's the snap. 3-step drop. Here comes some pressure. Dances, throws, incomplete. Intended for Joe Jackson at the 38. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Good coverage by Lance Rucker.
Your play-by-play early in the game often had the words pressure. But then for a long time now, especially in the second half, you haven't said that. That was the first time in North Dakota got close to quarterback Avery Johnson. They sent extra guys, and he saw the pocket collapsing around him and just tried to get rid of the ball to the outside. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 42. There's the snap to Johnson. Hands the ball off. This is Joe Jackson, and Jackson will be pulled down at the 43-yard line. 42, no gain actually, and the stop from Lewis and Jai Martin. Wow, here we go. Big play. 2:35 to go. It's 3rd down and 10. Intrust Bank scoreboard presented by Intrust Bank, proud supporter of K-State athletics. Tech continues to lead Pine Bluff 47-0. BYU 49-0 against Portland State. Northern Arizona and Arizona State underway, and we'll have more scores in just a bit. Brought to you by Intrust Bank, the official home of the Wildcat credit and debit cards. Pay with pride only from Intrust Bank. Avery needs 10, throws to the far side, and it's wide and incomplete at the 40-yard line. Excellent coverage against Jace Brown, and this game has come down to one play. The quarterback pressure there from Johnny Wilshire. It's 4th and 10 Cats at the 42.
Matt Wells
trail 35-31.
Matt Wells knew he had 2 plays, but they brought everybody to the line and didn't bluff. They blitzed so fast. Will they do it again? Remember, the head coach, Eric Schmidt, is the defensive coordinator.
That is correct.
They show the same look.
K-State from the left hash, needing 10 or more. Johnson back to throw. Looking, fires. It's knocked away. Bradley had a chance at it at the 30, but it's knocked away by Bennett Walker. And K-State down 4 with 2:05 to go sees North Dakota stop them, and they've got the ball. K-State with 3 timeouts left, down 4.
They brought a bunch of people on the blitz, and K-State's offensive wall blocked them up. So Avery Johnson looked down, and going out to the left side near the sideline, he had J.B. Bradley, but the ball was thrown too far to the inside. Bradley had no chance to catch it. Avery Johnson's been on target so much tonight. That was not on target. He was not rushed, and the ball falls incomplete. K-State's not done with this game, though. There are basically 4 timeouts left. There'll be a timeout after this play at the 2-minute timeout, and then K-State has 3 more timeouts to stop North Dakota.
A stop is exactly what they need from the 42-yard line. Kaminsky has been a thorn in the Cats' side all night long, and he's back to work here. He'll hand it off. This is Lay, and he is upended. A loss of a yard at the 41. Amarian Fortenberry has played well tonight. Time now for a Foley Rental Quick Stat. When you need a quick solution, turn to Foley Rental for all of your rental equipment needs. 299 yards for the visitors, 382 for the Cats. And we'll take a quick break here.
Game clock operator, please put 2:01.
2:01 is what they have, but we're going to head to break.
Thank you.
With 2 minutes to go, right?
Well, no, because K-State called timeout.
Okay.
So they used first timeout. This is not the 2-minute timeout. It was a 4-second play, and K-State's head coach, Chris Kleiman, says timeout, which now there's 2:01. There'll be one more play, then the 2-minute timeout, then we'll have a break. I love the 2-minute timeout, like the 2-minute warning in NFL. It makes more intrigue at the end of the ball game. Because K-State's basically is thinking no first down, and we'll have plenty of time to get the ball back and give it one more shot. Remember, if K-State does stop them, they have to have a touchdown, not a field goal, down by 4.
2:01 to go. 2 timeouts left and the 2-minute timeout just a second away.
You're head coach Eric Schmidt, and you think, well, you've got to run the ball to stop the clock. But in this play, because K-State, because the ball is going to be the clock's going to be stopped. This is a time, if I were the offensive coordinator, I'd throw. Because an incomplete pass does not burn you by stopping the clock as a team ahead. So watch out for the pass on this play.
Cats led 31-21. That seems like forever ago, and in a way it was. They're down 35-31 now. 2nd and 11. Ty in motion. Now retreats back to the near side. Handoff. This is Lay, and he will take it forward back to the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 1. Chidi Obiizor, the tackler.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
And here's the 2-minute timeout with $1:58 to go, and the Cats trailing by 4, 35-31. This is the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
Hello, I am fabulous.
Oh, you mean like Kansas Lottery's Fabulous Fortune Instant Ticket Fabulous?
I mean like I speak 5 languages and come from old money fabulous.
Oh, well, Fabulous Fortune can lay some new money on you. 4 chances at $500,000 to be exact.
Talk more.
Fabulous Fortune also gives you a second chance at $500,000 with the Play On app.
I think I've been out fabulous.
Really?
No.
Okay, play Fabulous Fortune. See KSLottery.com for details.
Every Wildcat fan knows to make a championship run, it takes a great offense and a great defense. It's the same with Kansas Land Tire. A good offense starts with regular maintenance and seasonal checkups on your vehicle to ensure it's in tip-top shape. A great defense is Kansas Land Tire service in the field in case of a flat or that rare mechanical issue. You can count on the Cats to deliver game after game, and you can count on Kansas Land Tire trip after trip, season after season.
With 23 convenient locations, visit thetirestore.com to find a Kansas Land Tire nearest you.
Selling equipment or land? Don't risk it. Sell with Big Iron. With over 40 years of experience, our full-service team and competitive commission rates make it easy to get top dollar. We handle everything from marketing to closing, so you don't have to lift a finger. With over 800,000 registered bidders and more auctions than anyone else, your listing gets seen and sold. We've got local Big Iron reps right here in Kansas, and we're proud to support K-State Athletics. Call 800-937-3558 or visit bigiron.com today.
1:58 to go. North Dakota 35, Kansas State 31. We remind you, Meritrust Credit Union is the official financial well-being partner of K-State Athletics. We're proud to serve Wildcat fans and the Manhattan community. Go Wildcats.
How much do you value timeouts? That's a question that North Dakota has to ask themselves. They should have thrown on that last play, because if they throw an incompletion, they wouldn't get burned. If they throw right here on 3rd and 9 and throw an incompletion, they leave K-State the football with 1:45 left and 2 timeouts left. If they run the football, they're unlikely to make a first down, and K-State would call a timeout and only have 1 timeout left when they got the football back. So K-State's has got to play sound defense. They should not allow a 9-yard play here no matter what. The question is clock management and strategy from Eric Schmidt. Which way will he go?
We'll know shortly. They're huddled around him over there on the far side, and back to the middle of the field they come. The line of scrimmage for UND is their own 42-yard line. They have it right in the center of the field, right at the head of the Power Cat. K-State wearing the white unis tonight will try to defend them on a 3rd and 10 play.
Clean tackling is so important right here.
Bunch set, trips to the right, wide receiver to the left, single setback, who goes in motion to the left side. K-State with the blitz. There's the throw into the middle. It's incomplete with a flag down.
No play. Right guard moved early. It'll be a 5-yard penalty against North Dakota. And no time off the clock. They'll put it back to where it was.
So they'll mark off 5.
Before the snap, ball start, offense, number 15, 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Corey Ty hasn't made a lot of mistakes tonight, but made one there. It makes it 3rd and 15, and the ball back at the 37 for North Dakota, the Fighting Hawks.
He wasn't the only one. I think the center must have snapped it late because there was a lot of guys moving, but that extra 5 yards gives K-State another level of cushion on this 3rd down play.
They need the Wildcat 48. They're at their own 37. Kaminsky brings a man in motion from right to left. There's the snap. Kaminsky wants to run in the middle, and he'll be pulled down by Osen Sami at the 41-yard line. So he gets 4, and it will be 4th down and long.
So they wanted to force K-State to use a timeout.
Timeout of the half. Kansas State, 30 seconds.
So a 30-second Wildcat timeout here.
K-State has 1 timeout left when they get the football back. Needing a touchdown. And K-State does not have to change a mindset or mode here, Wyatt. It's not as if the Wildcats have been running the wishbone and diving up the middle all day. They have been a passing team. They have 35 passes, only 26 runs, and a couple of those were called pass plays that they ended up being runs by Avery Johnson. So going into a passing mode for K-State should be just par for the course of what they've been doing all game long.
Sterling Lockett is back deep. He will stand right around the 19-yard line.
I think K-State will set up a return, even though you'd like to think maybe you could block it. You cannot afford to possibly run into the punter. That's happened once tonight.
Luke Silvernail at the 25-yard line to punt this one. We await the snap. And there it is, and it's a good one. Here's the kick away. Not real good. This one will bounce, however, and Lockett's got it, and he goes down at the 18-yard line. That ball was low, and he went down to get it. Not really much of a return, but K-State has 1:45 left and a timeout, down 4, and obviously they need a touchdown to win the game here.
Defense did its job. Still one timeout left. The 2-minute timeout, new rule last year, helps out. And K-State got the ball with 4:12 left in the last possession and didn't score. This will be the last time they get the ball tonight. They'll get 4 plays every time, Wyatt. They will be going for 4th down.
41 yards on the punt by Silvernail, and Lockett brought it back only 1 yard because of the lowness of it. Just couldn't risk.
Worst starting field position of the night for K-State.
Yeah, how about that? Just shy of the 19-yard line. Here's Avery Johnson to work. Looking, not a lot of pressure, into the middle, and it's going to be dropped. Tibbs had it at the 35 and had running room had he hung on, but he drops it.
On the run.
Yeah.
Wow. He had the football delivered on his left hip as he was running up the right side hash mark and toward the middle. And Wyatt, he might have gone for 40 yards if he would have grabbed that ball, but it drops incomplete.
Man. 2nd down and 10 from the 19-yard line. So back to work is Avery and company. Johnson surveys, gets the snap, fakes, wants to throw, pressured, rolling right, throwing right, and a diving catch for a 1st down at the 31-yard line by J.B. Bradley.
With less than 2 minutes left, they stop the clock to set the chains. They don't do that in college football except for this time, so there is even more time in college than pros.
Here's the snap again from the 32. Avery this time is short of the target, Tibbs, at about the 37-yard line, and it is Wilshire down.
Is he cramping
That's
or
what
is he
think.
hurt?
Officials timeout for an injured player of the defense.
Well, this could be a big play because you got guys who have been fighting and clawing and playing so well like Johnny Wiltshire. And if you're North Dakota and say we lose a guy and put someone out there who's a backup at this critical point in the game,
oh sure,
Matt Wells will be watching and saying, where is the new guy going to line up? That's who we want to attack.
No doubt. Oldie Seed sideline update now.
Stretching both of his legs, hamstrings cramping up. It's that kind of night, humid, not overly cool, but again, got to be hydrated, and he's been working hard all night, so a little cramp action here on the Oldie Seed sidelines.
1:30 to go, exactly. 90 seconds to play. 2nd and 10 Cats from the 31-yard line. They trail 35-31 after having a 31-21 advantage going to the 4th quarter.
Jace Brown has over 100 yards receiving, but he's done it with pretty short passes except for the 44-yard touchdown. Can he find an opening? He is the most likely consistent target for Avery to feel comfortable with. Your quarterback, you want to throw to everybody. You want to be available in your mind to say whoever's open. But the fact is there are certain guys you like throwing to.
Sure.
You just feel more comfortable. For some reason, like a magnet, your ball goes to them more accurately. I think this is the time where Jace Brown, who's already had 11 catches in this game, would be the guy you want to go to. So if you can layer something, have someone go deep, someone short, and then have Jace Brown in the middle of those two, that's usually an area you can get a pass and possibly step out of bounds. How about a 20-yard completion, step out of bounds? That would be a perfect play. So this is the time I think Matt Wells will be thinking about that, and he'll also be thinking about who's coming in to substitute for Johnny Wiltshire.
Wiltshire is one of their outstanding players, but out of the game now. They have options. Blewett, as I mentioned, a starter a year ago, could possibly be the guy. But right now, looks like Grant Nolan will move to this side. And Ty Lutke will also come in. Back to throw, Avery Johnson looking into the middle, has Tibbs, and he's got it for a first down at the 47-yard line. That was a bullet. Jai Martin makes the stop. Good throw by Avery.
This time he was going from left to right, and there was all kinds of congestion. He took a hit when he made the catch. Nice play.
1st and 10, K-State with the ball. There's the throw to the far side. Again, it's J.B. Bradley with the catch, and he's spun out of bounds just a yard shy of the first down at the 44 by Bennett Walker.
Still 1:19 left. K-State has the timeout. They get out of bounds right there. Every first down will stop the clock. So time is not the issue here, Wyatt. It's execution. 44 yards from a touchdown.
Kansas State with $1:19 left in the game. Play clock is down to 20 and running. Trips left, Twins right, right hash. Avery Johnson has thrown for 304 yards. Back to throw. Has time, fires it deep, and overthrown at the 10-yard line. Intended for Brown, and he had a couple of guys in coverage there, but the main guy was Zach Lewis, who's also been quite busy tonight.
Well, now another North Dakota player gets injured. Running over there, they tried to throw the ball in the void, which means between the cornerback and a safety, and the ball was incomplete, but the defender diving got hit by Jace Brown on the side, and he had to walk off the field. So they got 2 backups in the game in the secondary.
Yeah, Lewis stays out. It's 3rd down and 1 for Kansas State. They'll run the ball here on the stretch play to the 40 to the 39-yard line as Joe Jackson. That'll be a first down. He got 5 on the play, and we're down to 1:08 to go.
Smart play. You've got to pick up that first down.
So the Cats indeed have a first down, and this will be the 8th play of the drive coming up. There's the snap. Avery Johnson throws into the middle. Jace again. Brown has it at the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 8 more. So K-State on the move here with 57 seconds to go. And an injured player again. And the fans starting to not like this. It's Jai Martin, the guy who was slow to get up and go.
Well, the fans may be upset, but it helps K-State. It stops the clock. You get to set your lineup. And head coach Chris Kleiman was thinking about calling the last time out, I think, and now he says there's no need to do it.
That's correct. 2nd and 2.
Number 4 was injured to the defense on the play, which caused the game clock to stop. By rule, this qualifies for a 10-second runoff, which Kansas State has declined that option. The game clock will start on the snap.
This is fine. The ball's going to start on the snap, so it's like a timeout.
Yep.
This is good for K-State. And North Dakota players are falling like flies. I mean, they're starting to put in more and more backups in this critical drive.
The officials are now talking about it. The lead official is Tim Rich, the white hat, the referee. So they have the clock showing 55 seconds.
And they're going to come over and talk to Chris Kleiman to clarify all the situation. But I think this is going to work out fine for K-State. You know, the 10-second runoff is a choice. K-State chose to not take the 10-second runoff. They want all 55 seconds.
You bet.
That's easy. But now they're lining up. They're talking. They're getting ready. They can snap the ball, Wyatt, when the whistle blows. But the clock's not going to start until the ball snaps. So this is all good for the Wildcats.
Jace Brown has 12 catches tonight. Bradley has 5, Tibbs 3, Swanson 2, and on down the line. Avery Johnson with 27 completions tonight. He's thrown for 312 but needs more. From the 31, back to throw, flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll run the football. 30. He's at the 20, to the 10, inside the 10, and shoved out of bounds at the 6-yard line with 47 seconds to go. And there's that spectacular talent. Zach Lewis runs him out.
Ball was snapped at the middle of the field, but when he turned the corner, there was no one around, so he used his speed and went all the way inside the 10-yard line. The Jets were out.
Good block, too, by Jace. He's done a little bit of everything tonight. K-State has it 1st and goal at the 6. This will be the 10th play of the drive. 47 seconds to go and a timeout. Avery with the football here. 2-step drop. Looking, throwing, has his man. Touchdown! Joe Jackson, left corner. The Wildcats score with 42 seconds to go and lead 37-35 on the 3rd touchdown pass of the night for Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson had his running back just slip out in the flat. No one was there. No one around. Good catch after a nice throw. Easy throw, nice catch, and steps inside of the pylon. K-State comes back and scores a TD.
Unbelievable. 10 plays, 81 yards, a minute and 3 seconds. That scoring drive delivered by BriggsAuto.com. Since '79, Briggs Auto has been delivering winning deals and championship service. Buy, sell, or service your hometown dealer, BriggsAuto.com. Extra point coming here for Luis Rodriguez. Kick on the way, and it is good. 42 seconds to go. Kansas State on top, 38-35. My, oh my. That was some kind of drive by the Wildcats.
Well, after they missed the fourth down on the previous possession, I mentioned there's plenty of time left. The defense forces a 3 and out. And here we are. There's still 42 seconds left. North Dakota has 3 timeouts, Wyatt, and plenty of time, and they need a field goal to tie. So you better be ready to play some defense, again, to finish this game off. But what a great drive as K-State's Avery Johnson drives him down the field and runs him down the field for a touchdown.
5 passes completed for 51 yards, 2 rushes for 30 yards, 4 first downs, and a score. Oldie Seed sideline update.
Not one person of the 50,000 plus here at Bill Snyder Family Stadium expected this kind of ball game. Kudos to North Dakota. The game's not done. K-State's defense still has some things to get accomplished, but nobody has fingernails left here at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. That's from the Oldie Seed sidelines.
We'll see about the return. K-State has had good kicks all night from Simon McClannon. Here his approach and the kick. High kick, this one a little bit shorter, and they'll try to run it. 20, far side 25, 30, and out to near the 35-yard line on the return. And that will be tackling Zach Wittenberg on special teams. 37 seconds to go. There are 3 timeouts for UND. This thing is not over yet. That's obvious.
Again, every first down will stop the clock. So North Dakota does not have to throw the ball 10 yards downfield. They like to throw the ball in the flats and see if they can run. If you get tackled short, they'll call timeout. They don't have unlimited time, Wyatt, but they don't need 65 yards and a touchdown. They just need to get in field goal range to force overtime.
They'll have it at the 35-yard line, first down. Fans at a fever pitch right now. Kaminsky. 3-step drop. Here comes some pressure. Fires to the far side. It's juggled and a very short gain. Maybe no gain. Zayshawn Rich shoving play out of bounds.
Use a little time, give up a half a yard. Yep. That is a good formula for K-State. They did no gain.
Second down and 10 from the 35-yard line with 32 seconds left. But again, 3 timeouts. Man in motion to the near side. That's DeMontenac. Kaminsky to throw. A little bit of pressure. Fires far side. It's caught. And Ty is knocked down at the 47-yard line by Donovan McIntosh. And that'll be a first down by about a yard or so.
Clock stops, and they may choose to spike it right here rather than call timeout.
Yeah. 26 seconds to go. They do call timeout, I think.
Timeout is absolutely the right decision. You should never spike the ball and waste a down. Downs are more likely to stop you than the clock. They had 3 timeouts. There's 26 seconds left. Good throw by Kaminsky. And at the 47-yard line, timeout is the only call. North Dakota makes the right decision. Boy, the rush that time. Toby Osensami on a twist almost sacked the quarterback. Think about the pressure of Kaminsky, who's played well all night long, to have that guy bearing down on you and still throw an accurate pass over defenders near the sideline.
It's been quite a ball game. Home opener. We'll be back here next Saturday night for a 6 o'clock game against the Black Knights of Army, who unfortunately for them lost at home in their home opener last night in double overtime to the Texans of Tarleton State. Remember, that's a good club in the FCS.
Remember, North Dakota has timeouts. They could run a draw. They could stick a run in here. They've had some success doing that.
From their own 47, first down and 10 yards to go. Here comes some pressure. Kaminsky knocked away at the last second by Zayshawn Rich. He knocked it away from Ty right at midfield. What a play.
Joe Klanderman brought the blitz. He said, I'm not going to sit back and play conservatively. He brought the heat, which meant Kaminsky was in trouble, but he tried to throw a crossing route just about 3 yards downfield. And right there, Zayshawn Rich knocks the ball down.
That young man is butting into a terrific player. 2nd and 10 from the 47 for UND. K-State leads 38-35. 22 seconds to go in regulation. Kaminsky claps his hands. There's the snap. 2-step drop. Pressure as he lets it go, and it's wide and incomplete. Intended for Dennis. It will be 3rd and 10 with 17 seconds to go. The quarterback pressure from Chidi Obiizor was a big part of that play.
They're not giving the quarterback time, which is what K-State's specialty should be. Pass rushing is what this group should do very well, and they did. That time the quarterback had to airmail it. No chance of completing it. He threw the ball way out of bounds.
Kaminsky, 23 of 36, 231 yards and a score. He's at his own 47, 3rd and 10. 17 seconds to go and 2 timeouts. From the right hash, empty backfield. Kaminsky, a little bit of pressure. Floats out of the pocket, throws it up the sideline, and incomplete. Great coverage by the Wildcat linebacker, Austin Romaine, against the man out of the backfield, Xavier Lay. It's 4th and 10. This game has come down to one play with 11 seconds to go.
Well, they pushed the receivers out of bounds, which is legal in college football. In the pros, you wouldn't be able to do it, but in college, they did it, so there was no one to throw to for Jerry Kaminsky. He just had to fire the ball over there to nobody.
Tie to the right, trips to the left. 4th and 10, here we go. 38-35, Kansas State. They're roaring at the house that Snyder built.
Fans are helping.
There's the snap. Back to throw Kaminsky. A little bit of pressure, and he throws, and it is incomplete. It's incomplete at the Wildcat 35-yard line. That is going to do it with 5 seconds to go. The Wildcats are going to somehow, some way, find a way to win a ball game here tonight when things weren't always great. Even though they had a 10-point lead in the 3rd, that got away from them, and they score a touchdown late, and they're going to prevail 38-35 with one more snap. Dennis was the intended receiver there, and Quay Moss was the cover man.
Well, they were able to get some pressure with a 4-man rush. 7 guys dropping, and really not a high percentage throw at all, just a hope for Jerry Kaminsky. K-State put up a wall near the 50-yard line. The defense saving it right here for the Cats offense.
Unbelievable. There's the snap, the kneel down, and Kansas State has found a way. Chris Kleiman will head towards the middle of the field and shake the hand of Eric Schmidt as K-State wins a thriller 38-35. Affiliates, this is play-by-play break number 9. 38-35 Cats. Back in a moment. Play-by-play break number 9 on the K-State Sports Network from Learfield.
Kohl's Labor Day sale is here. Sure, it's hard to admit summer's ending, but with $10 off $25 spent at Kohl's, you can stop living in denial and start living in cute cardigans. Yep, we're back to wearing layers.